it your own,
Yeah.
so to speak.
It was a Satan dam.
The Satan dam needs to be Satan dam handled. Or it's going to flood a whole bunch of places, which is not good and going to impact your pay.
Didn't we close the or open the?
We opened the floodgates.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you already took care of that, now that I remember.
Yep. We helped Satan.
I need to pull up that experience sheet you guys have, since you don't bother to fucking maintain it. Where did I put it? There. Because I'm gonna have to edit it as we go along. You're almost at the next level. You'll probably get there this session if you don't fuck around too much. Alright. I think there's one more thing we need to resolve before you guys can call it quits and scoot a loot. And
I think we still need a power source.
Do you still need a power source? I don't know what you
No.
all did. I think you already fixed it.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
opened it, and they
we
don't
did it.
need a power source for a while.
It's gonna need a
Yeah,
power
we
source
should
eventually.
animals.
Animals.
Yeah, my amazing plan worked.
Talon's big stupid
Talon
plan
and his
worked.
amazing friends.
Yes. You summoned some summoned animals and threw them under the bus, is what happened.
Like
Oh.
a hero.
Alright then. But, Talon, there's someone here, and you... Well, you made a deal.
I did. So,
Well,
Talon,
You already signed the dotted line, so...
once I get this ice for my drink. I have gotten the ice for my drink. Okay. So Talon, while all this magical stuff has been going on, would probably be talking to the devil. Because he actually probably doesn't know what he is.
Ask for a deck of many things.
I don't know what that is.
I mean, if you ask him for anything, like, just anything you think's good, he's gonna give you that. And it's just gonna say, just draw to your heart's content. Have fun.
So, what Talon's going to do, impulsively and not being the smartest about anything magical or what he can get, is take out his sword that he learned is not magical, apparently.
By the way, just for content, while you may not know what this guy is, you can definitely sense an aura of, like, terror coming from him, but it's significantly weakened because he got all the juice sucked out of him with a sippy straw.
Yeah, and Talon doesn't like to
He gets
judge.
no terror juice.
Also,
I've defensively studied him.
I mean, you could probably just shank him right between the ribs and you just go, eh.
Yeah, but he's not armed, and he's weak. That's not fair.
That's very cute. His claws look like they could tear your entire armor apart.
Yeah, but he's not trying to fight us.
Yes.
So Talon doesn't care. So Talon's like, okay, so I got this sword. I want it to be, like, super. But not like, and he points it at Torvis's chains. Not like that. I don't want it to be, like, mean super. I want it to be cool super.
The hell is mean super main?
Your chains are
Torvis
literally
looking at it.
cruel.
Torvis is looking at her chains. Awkwardly now.
Dude. This guy's got some nasty poison if he ever gives you a little nibble.
Can you just not? I don't want to nibble.
No, it's just the devil
Oh,
chills.
we
It just
lost
does
it?
1d6
It was
strength
the
every
devil.
day.
Oh, okay.
We lost someone?
It was
Peppers.
Well, yeah. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
We
Peppers
lost no
are
one in the
supposed to
game.
be here.
Oh.
At least they're not required to be here for this game. Well, you're asking for a better weapon. And the pit
Or an
fiend being...
upgrade to it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the pit fiend doesn't know who you usually fight on your daily basis. So, he'll just go out on a limb and abracadabra, abracazoo. Essentially, sprinkles a little magic powder on it, as it were. Good news! Your weapon does become significantly more powerful. Bad
Yay.
news. It's blessed by someone who is of great unholy descent. Your weapon becomes unholy. While you hold it, you get a negative level.
Oh, it's that.
Yeah. Additionally, you have no idea what kind of enchantments you put on it because you're not that magical. And this is way above what you've seen so far.
Probably get a normal sword to compensate.
We should go show it to our cleric friend.
Your sword's sparkling.
Say, hey,
I like
look
it.
at this. This is cool now.
The sword doesn't just sparkle, it emits a sense of unpleasantness. Not unlike a big stinky pile of garbage would. And it writhed
that-
around
that's-
slowly, and it made this constant squishing noise as if it's grinding organs and bones.
That feels.
Okay, so
less
this seems
super to my
mean,
chain.
super, but you know.
I mean,
Still
that's
cool.
that's what unholy is. It's good. If you're good, you don't want to be near it. If you're not good, it's like, it's just a sword. Just hold on to it. Grasp it firmly.
I mean, I'm not good.
Yeah,
You
but to be fair, like
You're not good? Since when? I thought you were chaotic good.
Nope. Chaotic neutral.
Gosh, ain't
Yeah,
that
cast
just
chaotic
something?
neutral.
Oh wait, you're
Yeah,
the
I was the only
insanity. You're
non-good
the
person.
insanity alignment.
Because Talon does things because he wants to and has no regard of what law is.
That's okay. Let's be very clear. I'm very close to just saying there are only two alignments. There's evil and good, and in between sits the asshole class. Because I'm sick and tired of people who are like, I'm chaotic and lawful neutral. And it's like, no, you're good. You're nice to people. Stop pretending you're neutral. You wouldn't ditch
Yeah,
a baby in a
listen.
ditch.
Yeah, but you see, Talon will straight up shank somebody if they present an option that he would have a reason to.
Yes, that's called being a normal person. But if you saw a baby in a ditch, would you go, that baby deserves to be there, and just walk on? Or would you take the baby out? Because
Look, that's a
neutrality
really
implies
extreme
that you are in it
move.
for yourself, but I can help someone. That's nice. Like, that's the scale I go by. You bring good into the world, you don't give a fuck, or you add evil. That's the cosmic scale. Anyway,
Chaotic,
your
okay.
weapon doesn't do anything, but I think that okay, by the way, if no one in this party is good, I'm ending the campaign right now because I'm making a serious rule about this. No
I'm
one.
good.
I'm pretty sure I was the only one who wasn't
I
direct good.
am chaotic good.
Neutral
That's not a druid alignment for one, but good on you.
How is
neutral
that not
good?
druid alignment?
Druids must be aligned neutral in at least one axis. At least by
Well,
Pathfinder 2 classic rules, which I don't
Okay, well-
really care about. I think you just need to live up the part.
I'm neutral good because I'm
You're,
mercenary.
yes, the fucking chain man is neutral.
With the evil chains.
I bring pain and suffering above and beyond what is necessary for me to win combat. That's neutral. That's perfectly good. Point is, baby T. Claire. Most people here don't like that sword. That sword makes you feel ill.
Baby T Sally, you mean?
Whatever. On the plus side, it's an extra 2d6 damage against good creatures.
Cool.
We've come up against a whole lot of them.
Yeah, I guess it would have been weird to ask the Pit Fiend if you could make the sword holy, though. So
If you wanted to, we could have made the weapon axiomatic.
What's that do?
It's the same as holy, but like for lawfulness.
That's neat.
In fact, that would make perfect sense that he would make it axiomatic, since I am okay, this was a misunderstanding on my part where your alignment is. The weapon's axiomatic, which makes slightly more sense for a demon, for a devil who's trying to be nice, because, who saves
Okay,
a
so
devil
it's
but
not-
someone who's either stupid or weird?
I'm the weird part.
So
Yeah.
it's not a stinky sword
The-
now. So
It's if you're chaotic, you don't like this weapon now, because it is a devil. It is ultimately gonna be like, ha-ha, before it vanishes.
So yeah, that's the jab at me. Okay, that makes
That's
sense.
that's the jab at you, but the rest of the weapon is still fine. Like, once you find out what the enchantments are, you'll be like, I could possibly live with this until I find one on the street. Because
yeah,
it does
I
seem
can
to
do that.
have a little bit of a crispy fireness to it.
Well, we'll have to ask somebody later, and they'll ask, "Where'd you get this?" And we'll say, "Satan."
Hey, maybe you can ask does anyone on this party have any spellcraft? Come on. No one of this. Why is it so hard to either get someone on the party to be martial or someone on the party to be magical? It's always like the Jedi rule. Everyone's a Jedi or no one is a Jedi.
What are you asking for?
Spellcraft.
Spellcraft.
Yes, I have spellcraft.
Then throw it out there,
the
Buckaroo.
druid does.
Maybe you can tell this idiot what they're holding onto.
Hey, I have no idea about magic. I'm smart.
What is magic?
He's smiling though. He loves it.
Your weapon has now become. I love that anarchic and axiomatic are so close together in terms of letter choice. And then not only. Ugh. Anyway, it is a Flaming Burst axiomatic +2 weapon now.
So cool sounding.
Flaming Burst is essentially a flaming weapon, so it's an extra 1d6. It also explodes on a critical hit. On a critical hit, the weapon explodes, dealing an extra 1d10 fire damage.
Ooh.
If the critical multiplier is times 3, it's an extra 2d10, and if it's times 4, it's an extra 3d10, etc. You can turn off the flaming ability, which means that the weapon isn't actively on fire, and it would still use the burst ability. You can't turn that off.
I can just imagine the cat just holding the sword and smiling like, yeah, super.
Okay, so now I have to set all that up.
Well, go ahead. You have time. Anyway, you fix the dam. The pit fiend goes hanabalaba haba baloo. I'm out of here. Goodbye, you. And leaves you, and probably is going to recover and some point get revenge on you guys for seeing it in such a weakened state.
Thought
After
he was my
all,
friend.
he's an honorable man, and he never promised he wouldn't beat you up.
I mean,
So,
Jarvis is like shrug.
so the next plan is to go to the village and convince them to sacrifice cows.
I mean,
Yeah, sure.
you'll have to explain the user manual for this place at some point, Jess.
Yeah, we'll have to explain that. Have they ever seen? See, I want to know is, have they ever seen this dam? Like,
They've probably, considering that the fortress of the Black Arrows isn't that far away, I imagine they've probably seen it. They don't know what's
it's
inside
they
or
didn't
done much with it.
yeah, they didn't mention like how evil this dam was.
It's not evil. They just decorate with skulls.
There's a goddamn. Did you forget the skull scorpion that we had to fight?
They just because they saw the outside doesn't mean they saw the inside.
Okay, I'll take that point. I gotcha.
Well, you've solved the problem.
And to be fair, we all have skulls inside us. But onward.
We also, I'm ignoring what Bella just said there.
Claire-
And, but yeah, we discovered a new source of power.
Bella,
Instead
your
of using, you know,
souls are on the inside. Your
the
skulls are on
devil.
the inside. Anyway, as I mentioned, it's getting a bit late in the day, if I recall correctly, timing-wise.
Yeah.
So how about y'all go somewhere and take a nap, or consider walking back? It's whichever one you feel is coolest. If you're done here, though,
I
this map is empty.
definitely at least walk, halfway back. If it's too late, take a little rest.
Walking upside, you can't help but notice that the dam is no longer viciously overflowing.
That's
Yeah.
good.
So how do I add all these damage types onto this sheet?
Okay, let me see what I can do for you. Let me see what I can do for you, Tullen. Ooh, for the longest time, I had a question mark, and that's been removed. Okay, this is a whole bunch of Hanabaloo. I don't think this sheet's made for this.
Kind of have to make a separate character that is cool sword.
Yeah, they're probably gonna need like a separate box to roll this kind of damage. Because I don't think this is the extra unholiness and the flaming burst are all gonna fit.
Well, axiomatic.
I don't even think this has a box that would work with like the fancy super deluxe version of the sheet definitely does have a box for like this gets multiplied and crit, and this doesn't get multiplied and crit, this doesn't. Although, oh my god. Anyway, well,
Talon now has a keen sword.
yeah,
Keen doesn't work for me.
we can play this by ear as we go along. I mean, you can always just roll separate dice. I don't know why people are like that. I've met so many people who are like, if I can't make it automated into the macro, it's just like lost cause. Sheet's terrible. I'm like, you can just grab a die and roll it, like people do.
Well, that is fine. I can do that. I have the things open on the side.
Like I'm not gonna be the kind of person who shits on you for like thinking you cheat with a D10 on a critical hit. Doesn't even get multiplied. Anyway, kids and cadets, you do manage to make it back to Fort Rannick, though it is late by that time. The place is still as abandoned as ever, which means you can take a good snooze.
Heck yeah, a nice little nap after near decapitation and Talon's getting a god dang super sword.
Also, it still smells like ass here, but I mean, that's the breaks.
We burned a lot of people.
Marvelous. I mean,
Burning
it's been a few days. The smell's probably started to settle. On the
Fair
next
enough.
day, I presume you make your way back to town. You are promised some, or at least you can demand compensation for all your services.
To the Turtleback Ferry, or wherever the town is
Well,
called.
didn't we take the job for like 5,000 gold or something like that?
They offered us money.
Yes.
Yeah, they did offer us money. I don't think an amount was stated though.
Oh well. When you manage to make your way back to Turtleback Ferry, before the ferry, I imagine that there's like a small pole with a little bell attached. You can ring a ding a ding whenever you want the ferry to come across.
Ring-a-ding-a-ding.
Throw your shark baits at it to make noise. Now,
Remember Eleanor?
Eleanor, we
man.
can't ring this bell. We need. Why did you leave us? We need shark bait.
Eleanor, why'd you get one-shotted?
What Torvis, my character, seems uncomfortable for some reason.
Point
Does
is
it
that
have a
when you
ferry?
arrive there, you hear a screechy little voice wiggling up behind you. It's a tiny little creature, about 2 feet tall, gossamer wings, large expressive eyes, long pointed ears, and well, his clothes are rumpled, his eyes are all puffy, and there's big streams of tears down his face as he dazzles towards you.
Hello,
Oh,
child, Talon says, stepping forward immediately.
Okay, that's just insulting. Don't address people by their age. That's rude.
oh, so this is clearly like a fairy or a
Hello, person.
Your local neighborhood druid can easily tell you that this is probably a pixie.
Hey, Druid, what is that?
What appears Talon's already walking off.
You can't walk off. You're either waiting for the ferry or
Well, I've been walking towards the ferry.
well, it came toward us.
it's not the definition of the term walking off though. But the little thing is flailing its arms, pointing southwestward towards a place you've not really gone so far. Like you've sort of been in Ashwood, mostly because of the proximity to Thirdwick Ferry. Even in Kriegwood, you've never been down there to White Willow. Let's see.
All right. Well, I will talk to the fairy.
Oh,
I
fairies
say,
speak
"What
common.
Are
It's
you
just
so
that it's
bloody distressed about?"
excuse me.
What?
I need to take a sip. Mm. What would it what would it scream in a panic to you? Let's see. It shouts something, though it's difficult to make out, mostly because, he's in such a panic that he's not talking too coherently. We got a 24 kitten going on.
Big baby.
He seems to be very concerned about some sort of a lady of the forests down southwest who has gotten stinky and is making
Gotten
a bigger
stinky.
stink.
The hell's...
Talon sighs. You know, every time we come here, off we go.
Well, that doesn't sound good.
What is
Torvis
Pixie
is
Dust
looking
even
at its
do?
wings. Hmm.
Don't you think about it.
We all know you're
What's-
evil.
So White Willow, huh? Ignoring you.
No. Judging by what it's screaming about, I want you to go to a place called Shimmer Glens, which lies just beyond that.
Oh, look at that.
Anybody have a sense motive that they can actually see? If
I do.
Um,
I'm just gonna
It's miserable and crying.
I'm
Maybe
still
it's
gonna,
lying.
still gonna like
If anyone
be a
would
little-
lie, it's a crying person.
just in case he's not studied.
So he can only squint slightly. For what pixies are, they are amazingly good at lying, but that's not what he's doing. He is too
That's why
distraught to be in any condition to tell anything that resembles a lie. He wants you to come along because he's very concerned about someone's well-being.
Well, he can
Come on,
guide
guys,
us, so,
let's
I mean,
go.
All right, let's
okay.
Adventure.
we'll just make our way downtown. Walking
I
fast.
mean, it's not like Turtleback Ferry is gonna explode in the meantime.
2 steps
actually
later, Turtleback Ferry explodes.
Like a nuclear level explosion that's pink. It's a girl.
Torvus, who knew you were a 20th level wizard?
Yeah.
Why
I'm
would you do
also
this,
pregnant,
Torvis?
apparently. Yeah, I'm pregnant,
Torvis
and I
looks
want everyone to...
wish.
Alright, there we go.
Erases it from existence. Keeps walking.
What is that good?
He just fades
Why?
like that meme.
I like how Ezra's just like
No.
side-eyeing this pixie.
No, I just established that. Like, I swapped out Deathbreaker for defensive study, and
You find that with this pixie by your side, the shrubbery and dense growths move out of the way, and the dirt seems fresh and compact under your feet.
neat.
Even the river itself becomes calm and, well, what's called fordable.
Fordable.
It takes you almost the rest of the day to arrive at a place where the natural environment grows hostile. That sensation of that large creature you encountered before, but amplified into the entire environment. The weeping willows are more whippy than usual.
Hmm.
Also, this is one of those moments where the art in the original book and the art in the new book are just kind of very disparate pieces of work. In the original, they look like a bit of a video game boss with their arms, and in the new one, they just look like anime. I'm gonna show you the pictures.
Show us these pictures.
Like, I really like the original because it shows the fucking shimmer glands in their deprecated state.
I keep hearing in my head shimmer shens for some reason.
Shimmer, you can freaking read the map. You're
I know,
illiterate.
right? I'm. Yeah. Whoa,
Hey,
that, thing's
that
actually
looks
really
cool
cool.
as hell.
And it's the same girl every time too. I noticed. Is she supposed to be like an NPC character, or she's just supposed to present the player character?
They always have those in these
Iconics.
books, Claire.
So even in
Iconic
3.5, they usually
characters.
have what's called the iconics, which are like the default characters for certain classes and race combinations, so that they can just throw in some people and be like, oh, this is that guy.
Yeah,
Okay.
they had one for dwarf
Which-
fighter.
Yeah, that guy was Tordek,
Elf
who, by the way,
ranger.
I had someone play a character called Tordek, and it was freaking weird when I found out that was basically an iconic of 3.5.
There was white male fighter who everybody hated on the writing
Valoros.
team, and he died every time he appeared.
Aww. Well, it doesn't really matter what your racial affiliations are in this grand conflict of the world. What's inside the Shimmerglands? Like, there is this creeping line, this creeping gradient of trees becoming bad, water looking foul and emitting gases of unpleasant kind, where the wind falls still, where the sunlight grows dim, where the foliage grows so thick you can't even see a single cloud.
Man, this entire area sucks.
Having a strange longing for home.
Like first, this entire landscape was being
Claire,
like
Claire.
flooded with magical.
Let's keep
Sorry.
going before you explain what's happening.
Yeah, sorry.
The little creature who has, by this point, been able to calm down enough to inform me that their name is Yap.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, my name is Yap, and we gotta save her.
Who's
It's
her?
really bad. The Lady of the Woods,
And also,
that?
Mariana.
What's going on? I mean,
Those big things came, and they took her down. And, well, while that normally wouldn't cause her to become this angry, they also took someone very important to her, and now she turned into... I don't know what she's turned into, but her hate is spreading in the land. Everything's becoming mean and nasty, and every single plant grows thorns. Every rose starts to bite at your heels. I don't know.
Personally, roses were friends.
If this foul water gets to Clay Bottom Lake, I don't know what would happen. It would cause so much pain.
A little late to that game, but okay.
alright,
So,
two things. Talking someone down and rescuing someone.
so which one do we do first?
Probably talking someone down because she's, racking the,
Yeah, but
Or-
if we rescued the person, then we won't even need to talk her down.
Yeah,
Do
I
you-
mean we.
Do you even know where this rescued person is at?
That's what we were gonna ask next.
Marvelous. Well, Lil Yap can't help you, but maybe
Okay.
the Lady of the Trees can.
Genghis,
I
that
guess.
takes care of that.
Yeah, we'll have to ask her then.
Good luck asking.
Charisma, buddy.
Marvelous. As you move through, you see from the peripheral vision of your eyes. Oh, God damn. Give me a moment.
Shimmer Shens. I can see the G, but you ever just like read a word and it just keeps on like shifting to something else, like almost like dyslexia?
Look,
Shimmer
Claire, there's a card in Magic, Paraceiling, which I think I've pronounced 12 different ways since I got one.
People dropped into my room. Anyway. God damn it, I'm out of it. Are you still here?
We are
Yeah.
here.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. As I mentioned, dark robed figures in the corner of your eyes. At times, you think you see flashes of white. Sharp clawed skeletal hands reaching out from the robes as they part, with nothing underneath but those bony arms. How do you respond to such a presence following you wherever you go, never quite seeming to sit still long enough?
Gonna keep my eyes on them. You know.
Guys,
Yeah.
I read a book once. He lies. What we should do is separate the party.
Let's not do that.
They can't catch you if you're all separate.
Torvus has already gone. No, but
Dorvis! Oh, excuse me. I thought I was about to narrate what happens when you go off on your own.
yeah, let's not do that.
Do it,
Let's
Torvis.
not- No, jeez.
Give you $5.
We're in like the deep spooky wood.
Yes, and I'm asking you how you respond to the presence of things around you.
Talon's gonna try to talk to it.
It seems like your words fall on deaf ears.
Wow, that's just not cool. I mean, trying to be friendly.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep my hand on my longsword, not draw it, just on it.
Hey,
Just
wait.
gonna.
Magic Man,
Yeah.
isn't this like your thing?
I mean, these woods are pretty evil.
Well, they're not.
Can you talk to the trees?
In a sense.
Is that a thing you can do?
I actually think I can talk to the
There's a
trees.
spell for that.
Yeah. Fairly certain that I have that spell.
Talon is legitimately shocked. I mean, I'm gonna let Magic Man take the lead here. He's magic and foresty.
I like
And
that
a
there's a
rock.
spell to detect animals and plants. Let's see. Speak with plants is a 3rd level druid spell. Alright, well, what do you do? Do you do that or not?
Yes, I speak to the plants.
No implications. Be explicit. Marvelous. You decide to. Wait, does. Okay, no. It affects you personally, directly. Okay, I need to look something up regarding how you would respond to hearing essentially the screaming of the damned from hell.
But
Because the second you turn the spell on, every single plant around you starts screaming in agony and pain because they are cursed, withered, and dying, but kept alive by pure raw hatred.
wow.
Like, I need to know how that affects you personally. I guess there's not really any rules for it. How about you just give me a will save as you try to endure this very loud cacophony? Good news,
like
you
a
cannot turn
nerd.
Speak with Plants off. It just stays on for the full level times minutes. Alright, you managed to keep your head straight despite the fact that a cacophony of screams batters your ears. Your stony ears, or ear holes, or whatever you use to listen. I don't know what you use to listen, but it's battered.
It's probably
Yeah,
something
Rocky.
with rocks.
As every single tree, every single shrub, every flower, every single bit of fruit yells at you.
And what are they yelling? Is it just
Like I said,
no?
just imagine the screams of the damned in a plane like hell or the abyss. They're in pain and agony. They want it to end. And in a way, because they are twisted and corrupted by hatred, they so want to do the same to you.
So, Craig, how's the magic plant thingy?
Let's burn it all down.
He starts freak. Oh, okay, well.
If you want to burn it
Yeah, I
down,
gave a gif of how I imagine he's responding. Nothing is fine here.
somehow
Well,
the situation is still better than Trump's America. Ha,
I know,
political.
it's crazy, especially where I'm living.
Yeah, because your place is actually on fire. Do we want to replicate Zyla's situation and make the sky orange?
Look, we've done that like 3 times. Let's not do it today.
Let's not actually make that a habit. Even though I was probably not part of some of the some of the burnings.
Me
We
throwing
died
trolls
in
at
one of
you.
them.
You're not getting a chance not to set things on fire.
Let's.
But
I
leads
passed
away,
the rock,
yep.
man. Let's keep. Let's clearly we need to really fix the situation.
All right, we gotta
No.
find this. We gotta find this lady
Yep.
because the trees are, ow, hurting.
My ears.
Yep.
I think it's hurting beyond the ears. I think it's hurting the soul.
Yep. Who is living up to their name by this point, as you find that they do not stop talking. Whatever it's a nervous tick as a result of the current circumstances, or whatever they are just physically incapable of stopping with the talking, is irrelevant. As he informs you that it's not too far away.
Do you know what caused it? Like what started the?
Well, yeah, Yap explained that some big
Yes, I understand. Some men showed up, or some creature showed up, and caused the lady to be sad.
By kidnapping someone.
But like, was it a spell? Was it?
No, this is just how Fae works.
Oh, okay.
If you take a plant spirit and you say fuck you and kick it a whole bunch, it eventually becomes an evil plant. If you do the same to a spirit of the forest, it will become a growing cancer sore. There are places in the world where this has just gone unchecked, and there are just massive woods that will try to choke and kill anyone that walks inside of them to sate some dark, depraved desire.
So with my knowledge of nature, is this something that can be reversed?
You just gotta make the ghost happy. Whatever
All right.
whatever
Find a
whatever
ghost.
creature is doing this, you gotta make it go, I'm happy now, and then it will
Let's
stop.
Pleasure a ghost.
To be fair, she is explicitly nude in in the old one. In the old one, you can't even tell the boobers, but in the new one, it's like, although in the old one, that's one hell of a generic elf head. But yeah, in the new one, it's like she's got boobies out. She has a loincloth, and I'm like, why would you do this to a freaking forest ghost? Anyway, there's
Anime.
as you make your way. I see that someone's tracing the line. I don't know
I
if it's Claire
tried.
or Bella because you both have very distinct purples.
It's not me.
It was me. Anyway,
Oh yes. As you make your way closer, it's Torvis's time to have a spooky moment.
Oh great.
As Torvis hears a sudden loud splash coming from a pool nearby them.
Oh look at that.
You have a look at the pool's reflection beside you. You are sometimes treading through water, so it's not uncommon for you to get a bit wet or hear some splashing. But as you look inside, you see. You can't see in too deep. It's murky water. It's muddy water. It's all foul. Gosh, what was that? For some reason, there's a word in my head that I just want to use because it just looks so neat. And that's Clismian. But that has nothing to do with any of this. I guess technically you could call this water Clismian, because it is related to a deluge or a cataclysm, given the context of the woods. Point is, you peer into this water, and through its reflection, you see a vision. Most unpleasant. It is a vision no less of all of your allies turning upon you at a moment where you are most vulnerable, where you would need their aid the most. And for a second, you can't seem to tell yourself apart from the reflection.
That's weird.
Can you give me a reflex save or a will save in order to
Excellent.
prevent yourself from being sucked into this thing?
This is the dementia happening.
I better not get dementia hold. I guess my reflex save would be better than my will save. And, wow, yeah, okay. And it's, I only have an 8 in that, guys. Okay.
You want to
Can
roll
I-
me?
can I run up and try
No,
to?
no, you're just
Let
making it
the
worse.
description happen, Bella.
Can you give me a 1d4, Miss Torvis?
Yes, I can. 1 second. As soon as I remember what D4 is, there we go.
You can take 3 wisdom damage. as
Ow.
once your mind does manage to snap itself free, the hatred, the evil of this place has already done its damage on you.
Wow,
Now, if
that
only
takes
this
me
was an
down.
evil party, you'd be immune to most of these effects.
Well, thankfully, I'm not evil because I'm a good person.
And as a good
Totally.
person, you find the idea of being eaten alive by your friends kind of horrifying.
Wait, they were eating me? I thought they were sitting there just killing me.
Yeah, that's what the first part was.
God, the cat
Oh.
will like enjoyed it.
Hey Torvis, what's up? You okay?
As you take a look at Kitty Cat, you notice drool upon their cheek.
What
It seems as
the
if their tongue slides across their lips in anticipation of feasting.
Okay, I do part of that all the time, I'm sure.
No, that's just what they see.
Is he thinking about eating me? Am I like a delicious aged steak to him? Am I a little fillet of ham? Am I a fillet of fish? Wait, what would I be to a cat man? What do they eat? Wait, what do they eat?
Talon's gonna lean over to Ezra. Is she okay?
Torvis has a little bit of the crazy eyes going on.
Crazy eye.
Yeah, crazy eye.
I think the real question would be, how can you tell if she's okay?
Yeah,
She's kind of muttering a lot.
I'm just gonna like pat Corvus on the back and be like, okay, let's continue.
You okay? Because remember, we don't know what just happened.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't worry about me, Talon. You just
Torvus, do you feel safe walking in front of the pack? You're not one of the frontline fighters, but if they're all behind you...
well, no, I don't. We don't want to do that. I mean, hell, Talon's the leader. He should go in the front.
I am the leader, he says, walking in front. Not seeing the
Yeah.
obvious problem with us.
Me and my giant wolf always stay in the back.
Sometimes I always forget the giant wolf is there.
Yeah, the giant wolf is
It's a
very
very
good,
stealthy wolf.
back part of the party.
It's a very silent wolf.
He is quite stealthy.
Talon, of course, does not complain about taking the lead.
I'm watching you. I'm watching him.
Eventually, you find yonder tree where you were asked to go. It might have been the prettiest tree in the woods, were it not for the fact that it is now spiky, unpleasant, its roots twisted into unnatural angles, its branches are like claws attacking nearby foliage. Or foliage, if Marge is to be believed. From the tree protrudes the torso of a woman, her arms smashed as if by giant rocks, her face contorted in anger, fear, and hatred. Its expression so strong, even as you enter this small glade, it strikes you like a bright light.
Is this who we're gonna talk now? Cause, oh, that's a scary looking lady.
Oh man, I feel someone's not happy. I can almost taste it.
Yeah, I bet you can taste it.
Yeah.
Oh, you can
kinda.
taste it. You're so close to the source that any spit that pools up in your mouth immediately begins to foul and sour.
Ugh.
Okay, this is not fun.
Your eyes slightly sting as the moistness upon it, too, begins to suffer.
Yeah. What was the fey woman's name?
Mariana!
Mariana.
Yeah!
Oh,
Any
okay.
advice? Does she like chocolate?
We just need to figure out where the person she cares about is. She should probably know. You know, revenants know that kind of stuff. I imagine she would too, as a ghost.
I'm just gonna.
Makes sense to me.
I don't think she can leave this glade too well. So, all you gotta do is get it out of her. But be careful. She's so full of anger she attacks anyone that comes near. But she only manifests if there's someone to hit. So, you're gonna have to make the best of it. In case you didn't catch that, you're essentially going to have to endure her trying to beat you up while you get the information out of her. As she is a specter of pure rage, she cannot be reasonably engaged with.
So we have to beat it out of her or try to talk it out
No!
of her?
If you beat up the ghost, you'll just destroy her, and since she's a ghost made of pure anger and hatred, she'll just come back in a day. Unless you had like a really good cleric, which you don't.
We need to weather. Yeah, we need to weather her basically.
Someone needs to endure the fact that she'll constantly try to suck your juice out of you.
Well, first I'm gonna study her as like just a thing I do. Then I'm just gonna be like, we're here to help. Find your friend. And we don't mean harm, but we will. So, like, allow us to help.
Who
And
let
we'll
you
help.
talk?
Wow. What a fucking artisanal reasoning.
I mean, that's how she do. I mean, she wants to help, but she will knock a bitch out.
So you entered the glade? Because she won't appear until someone enters the glade, as Yap will politely inform you.
Yeah, I have one hand up, one hand on the pommel.
Alright, I get you. We'll get to that. Let's talk about what happens when your foot enters the glade.
Okay.
First, I need a sip. My throat's dry today.
as we all get a theatrical performance of Bella getting the piss kicked out of her.
As Baby B Bella, also known as Triple B, enters the arena, the clouds overhead begin to darken. There is no rain, but there is a constant crackling of lightning between the clouds as it condenses down. A voice calls to you from every tree, every blade of grass, the water itself, and the clouds in the sky. Who dares intrude? Who dares continue my defilement? I have seen you come, and you have not been scared away, then I! And from the tree manifests a haunting spirit. It glows and shimmers erratically, its hands disconnected from its body, similar to the lady attached to the tree itself. Bella,
Yes, sir.
you get to ask it a question, and it will answer to the best of its ability within 6 seconds. So, essentially, you need to endure a bunch of rounds of combat right now, during which it will use a variety of exciting spells and abilities to try and fuck you up.
I
Anyone else can do whatever they want. We're not going to have a real turn order, because it doesn't really matter. You're the one initiating this, you get to go first. Everyone else goes first, essentially. So, essentially, you need to make it through alive in order to get the answers to the questions you want.
Is it going to use like the plants to like the tree it's in to attack?
I mean, it's mostly a ghost at this point. Who knows what it's going to do?
Okay.
I'm just gonna start with what happened to your friend.
Okay, so, fun fact, did you know that if you look at a nymph within 30 feet, they can literally make you permanently blind?
Oh.
What?
They're so beautiful that they destroy your ability to see. So,
Round one,
Bella,
gets her eyes
round
destroyed.
1, a ghost charges towards you, and you are immediately struck by a beauty that makes your eyes glitter and sparkle way more than they should. Can you roll me a fort save, DC 26?
Oh God, I'm gushy.
You know, there's a thing called hero points.
I will hero point that. So that's a reroll. Or...
Yes. Also, additionally, from this point forward, I assume that you're just kind of diverting your glance from the parts that look prettiest. No, it's not a reroll. You could spend it for a +4.
Okay,
Oh,
then.
okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. Too hot.
Marvelous. Okay, what do you do on your turn? Or are you just going to take the defensive action to bump up your saves and all that?
It's a defensive action the whole turn because I can't talk.
Well, someone else can talk for you.
Okay, but yeah, I'm just gonna like hold back and defend myself. Like, someone get in here.
Okay, so you decide to have a fun argument over what Toolkit's supposed to do. Is anyone going to ask the actual questions?
But
Well,
yeah,
I mean, Bella did ask a question.
What was your question, Bella?
What happened to your friend?
Okay, cool. Anyone else have anything else to ask? Because she's only going to answer on her turn.
Where did
Who
they
took
take
your friend?
Okay, marvelous. You decide to ask 3 questions at once of an angry ghost. Let's see what the angry ghost is going to do about that.
Explode.
First and foremost, the angry ghost flies towards you with reckless abandon, Bella.
Eh.
Why does this... Oh, yeah, because it doesn't have weapon finesse. That explains a lot. Bella, its hands come towards you and it wants to give you a touch.
Oh wait, if we did a rest, I'd be healed up.
Yes,
What?
you've probably been slapped to full.
Alright, then let
Yeah,
me
we did
do
rest.
that.
Like
83.
Toolkit depletes all their psi points to give everyone full health and also.
Alright, so what was that? A D20 attack?
That's a 16 touch attack.
Well, I studied her, so I have a +2 to my AC.
Yes, that even
So,
goes for your touch AC. So
yep, so that's 17 touch AC.
you manage to avoid a touch. You can feel the ghostly chill of about 10d6 corruptive evil slide past you.
I don't want to be here.
Ghosts are scary. Don't fuck with ghosts, my good sir. If only because they come back every few days. All right. I'm gonna roll 1d6, and we're gonna see which question they ask. 3. So what was your question again, Claire?
Where did they take her friend?
Man, why does my throat stay so dry?
No.
Sometimes those days occur.
You get a
Well,
nice
I
six
hate
pack?
Anyway, Miss Spooky Scary, as she flies around haunting you like a crow, but glowier, replies, "Ooh, augmented Fae. What a way to describe someone. They took him to the mountains. They took him all the way there. Why would you care? Do you want to bring him suffering like you did to me?"
My God, we were just in the mountains.
Next turn, who wants to ask another question? Maybe you can get some more specific details if you ask some specific questions. You are dealing with a ghost after all. This thing is unreasonable.
Yeah.
And maybe consider asking one question and not too many at once.
Well, that was my question that got answered, so you guys go ahead.
I thought that was Claire's question.
No, I asked where.
Then Claire asked who. But okay, we'll have where.
Where's what just got answered?
I guess which
Anyway.
mountain? I think it was mountains.
Someone ask a question.
I'll just throw out the one that was missed. Who took your friend? Then I'll go defensive because
Don't you think you will figure that out when you get there?
I mean, knowledge
Which
is
mountains, Bella?
All right. Bala.
Yeah.
Noticing that they can't touch you, they decide to do something else this turn. They will yell at you. "It was those large, hulking beasts, those cruel creatures, that disgusting woman." Because as we all know, for some reason, it's a very woman thing to be misogynistic, judging by all those romance novels where women are evil. I still don't get that, and it makes me uncomfortable that that's what people do, apparently.
Look, romance novels should just make you uncomfortable altogether.
Anyway, she's going to summon from the clouds above a lightning bolt onto thee, Bella. Roll me a reflex check.
Thank you.
You take the full 12 of electricity.
I can't redirect that in some way, can I?
Do you have any abilities that will allow you to redirect it, or do you think you have anything?
I don't know. I can control lightning, or I can call lightning,
It's
but
not.
I don't know if I can
Oh.
redirect a lightning bolt.
Wait,
that is already
excuse me.
happening.
I rolled the wrong dice. I forgot. You're outdoors in a stormy area. The dice are bigger.
Oh,
Oh god.
Alright, ask me, right?
If you have 33 hit points at this level, Bella, I'll be very disappointed in you.
Well, no, it's
Like, aren't you like a fighter or something?
Bella
Flare,
is a
yeah.
Can you ask the next
rogue,
question, please?
ranger.
Alright.
The answer is apparently probably that Lamia, and probably the ogres. And by the sounds of it, there probably was one big stone guy with them too, like a bigger guy.
Uh,
Ask what the friend looks like.
You know, you could just ask for directions.
all right.
I know that everyone here is like the kind of person that knows that asking for direction is just stupid, but don't be a dude.
All right. How do we get to your friend? We want to help, and we mean no
Roll me
harm.
some diplomacy. You should try to
Oh.
convince this ghost to be
Oh.
reasonable.
All right.
Am I gonna have to like yank Bella back?
I was considering doing that.
Like, I just want to know why Bella's doing the questions here.
Yeah,
Don't
I
be
told
the
you other people
charismatic
can
one.
ask questions too.
Yeah, I thought someone was gonna step in.
I was going to, but you're still here.
Okay, I'm just gonna say, for nicety's sake, if someone else wants to take over for Bella when it comes to asking questions and making the charisma rolls,
Talon's gonna slip in because he's the other charisma person. And gonna be like, hey, can you tell us where your friend is so we can help out, not kill us? Please.
okay, cool. Before I roll this next one, can Tyr please roll me a will save? He gets the benefits of his devotion on this
Okay.
because
Yes.
she's trying to dominate his mind.
Oh.
What is the benefits of devotion mean?
I think it's just a +4 against anything that attempts to take over his mind. It's like he's a good boy. He's not a good
So
boy.
then-
he's a good boy. He is
Oh,
now
yeah,
not
there's
a good boy.
bonus.
Tyr's eyes become empty and void as his fur grows more shagged, and spiny vines wrap around his form. He is dominated by a presence far evil, and he begins to attack anyone that's nearby. In the meantime, she provides you with some helpful instructions. Although I think Ezra's the only person who can really pay attention, given that she has like a moment to pick herself up off the ground after that lightning bolt.
Ye-
Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna do a little bit of math here. All right. Because I'm not gonna do this in the voice because essentially what she tells you is take the straight shore of Lake Ko and follow its length once more to the highest peak in Hook Mountain. You will find where they are. Return him
And
return him to her, and you might get your dog back.
Oh, she's
I am
she's-
just gonna kill this bitch.
and Talon at that moment is grabbing Ezra and pulling back.
Yep, we leaving. We got our info. We got
Bye.
Go
you
get
know,
her. Grand Theft Wolf, apparently.
Also, run. I don't want to fight that. I don't fight wolves that big.
Marvelous. Oh my.
Krieg, please don't kill the ghost.
But it's a ghost.
Well, that means
is
when
this-
it comes back, I get to kill it again.
Yeah, but you see, wait until afterwards. Then it won't
Don't give in
expect
to-
it.
Don't give in to hatred and consumption. That's what the cat wants.
Marvelous.
But yes, we zip away. Unfortunately, with one of our allies.
Left
Captured.
behind.
Like, I don't want to tell you how to live your life, but don't forget. Wink. Subtlety. Anyway, you
Like,
managed to scoot.
So I just want to. What happened to him?
He's got a ghost in his head now, and he doesn't want to listen to you.
And there's like my talk to animal spells won't do anything.
Allow me to explain what this does. This spell allows you to enchant target animal directly with simple commands to attack, run, fetch, etc. Suicidal or self-destructive commands will be ignored, such as attacking things 2 sizes or larger than it. It establishes a mental link between you and the subject creature. The creature can be directed by silent command as long as it's within range. You do not need to see the enemy to control it. You do not receive direct sensory input, but you do know what it's experiencing. Essentially, it creates like a mind jack. You get a back entrance, and you slide instructions in there. He just follows them. Changing your instructions or giving a dominated creature a new command is the equivalent of directing a spell, and it's a move action.
So basically, we'll have to get him back once we, save the day.
You're gonna have to get rid of the ghost.
Yeah, we're gonna have to make her less pissy. Now, if we do this for her and she doesn't give the wolf back, then we try to
Then we kill her every day for a week.
If you placate a ghost, it's gonna go away. That's how they work. Spell ends. Pew.
Right, Revenant.
Onward to Lit Coal, following the
That
strait.
said, technically destroying it would end the spell, since for a while it doesn't exist, in the sense that it
Well,
can maintain the spell.
as
Yeah,
we
with the amount
are
of crap it was doing to Bella, I kind of don't want to get in there.
as we are walking up to Hook Mountain, I'm going to take the pixie and beat it every step of the way.
Do not beat the
Hey,
pixie.
don't beat the little guy.
Yap didn't do anything. Yap did nothing wrong.
He
Yeah,
led
but
us to a place where my doggo got cursed.
Well,
Yeah, and
Um,
he didn't know that would happen.
maybe the
Just
doggo's
felt-
getting all the belly rubs.
When the pixie notices that you're getting aggressive, he just immediately flashes invisible as a free action, so he can do that
He
whenever.
also can apparently do that.
Also,
yeah,
he
well,
has
I
like
can make him not invisible.
there's also the part
Glitter
where
dust.
there's also the part where he has DR10 cold iron, so you probably can't even punch him good.
what?
He'll just fly out of
Wait,
here
yeah.
with a 60 feet fly
He's
speed.
powerful.
So this like little pixie nerd is also like armed to the teeth.
No, he's DR10. He's magic.
Oh,
Well, he can do
Too
1
bad.
to 2 damage with his short sword.
Too bad he couldn't go up and get this fucking ghost's friend back.
Anyway, I'll,
Before we have an in-character fighting,
yeah. Let's,
Craig, are you just mad you have to walk?
He stole my doggo.
We'll
I'll
get
get
him
him
back.
could be worse. She could have stole your flesh.
Or she could have, killed Ezra. I mean, that'd be our second one.
I can regrow fresh, regrow flesh, and make new friends. This is my doggo.
Him's
this is
pup.
very valid.
Anyways, yeah, we're gonna start walking.
Yeah.
And Talon's gonna be endlessly complaining about the fact that we were already up this way. Just
Well-
down.
Well, no, we're going this way.
Yeah, it's just that Talon's annoyed that we were kind of towards the mountains already.
On your
Like,
map
Fort
is a new
Koranik
location.
is right there.
Thanks to your limited geography knowledge, you think that this is probably where it is. Close enough that you would probably pick up on hunting trails or signs of civilization. Or poopy.
I actually have geography. That helps.
That's geography. And survival.
Yes.
And a bonus to tracking.
I got survival and local.
It will take you like a day or two to get there. So if you're gonna go there, you're going there.
Do you think there'd be time to swing by the town and replenish our gear?
That would add
The
like an
more-
extra day or two, since you're going all the way around then.
We'll just go direct.
Yeah. This might be one of those
I don't-
situations where though it's gonna get worse.
I'm just gonna be nice with you. You're going to a bit of a beehive. It wouldn't be a terrible idea to extend your speed, but to, get necessary goods.
Oh.
Let's go back to
Let's go
Turtleback
back
Barrier.
up.
See what we can get in a small town.
That recently flooded and was attacked by a giant snake. Octopus.
You head back to town. In that case, I need to tweak something about a map. Well, no, I want to be on Hook Mountain region map. Once
Also,
you're
we
back in
should
town,
have
there's
some cash.
merchants in town. What do you want to buy?
Well, what's the quality of the Mercantile? Is it like can we get moderate potions?
Yes.
Nice. Okay. Because
They're
I'm
going
actually-
like wildfire, though.
How much was a moderate, by the way?
Oh yeah, Torvis and Talon has something to say to Torvis on the way there. Hey Torvis, you know that like
Yes.
magic buckler thing you got? Or that masterwork buckler or whatever?
Yes, it's a good buckler. I think I took it off that mage that Ezra stabbed in the heart with an arrow.
Yeah, it was a while ago. Talon says, still not where you think he's trying to eat you. He takes off the ring that makes the great shield he has. Want to trade?
She's just looking. She doesn't know what that is.
He puts it on. Boom, energy shield.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's a little big for me.
I'm gonna drop a 90 platinum for 3 more cure moderate runes, and
Golly, what a
yeah,
stack of cash.
It's a little I trade my buckler for the wing. Since he just demonstrated that it is not a ring of transforming you into a stake.
I mean, I didn't say it wasn't.
Can I buy a ring of protection?
Yeah.
How much is that?
How much is a ring of protection? I think the basic
was
one
like-
is like 2,000. Let's see if I remember
Yeah.
correctly. Yes, 2,000 for a +1.
Okay.
How much?
And I-
is-
There's something I want to do that's smart.
Mm.
I want to go pick up a secondary sword if I can buy one of cold iron.
I mean, you know, given you're close to the woods, people probably have a cold iron weapon around. Or some cold iron they could quickly fashion into a blade. Or one already made.
yeah, I
How
might
much does
also
the
want
Great
my
Shield ring give me?
Yeah, scimitar
AC?
if I could get one.
How much does the Great Shield Ring give Baby T?
It was +2.
Oh, so it's like the same as the buckler.
Yeah, but it's energy.
Yes.
It's just that I'm not really proficient with something like that.
Marvelous. Anyway, since you're in town, you guys are gonna get yourself all set up. Gotta take a nap. I'm gonna go with Shalelu.
We should also talk to the dude who is going to pay us the 5,000 gold for dealing with the dam.
Alright. You will receive your 5,000 smackers in that case.
Cool.
Which my share of that is going towards me trying to get this cold iron scimitar.
Handsome.
He is.
I am.
Cold iron. It's not quite like a big iron.
So we all get 1,250.
With a
Cold.
big iron on his hip. When are you gonna get that big iron on your hip? When will your name be Texas
Big
Dead?
iron.
Big iron. Big iron.
Craig cracks a fun joke and tries to elbow his wolf to share in the laugh.
What wolf?
Sighs a little.
Yeah,
Yep.
he's not here.
Exactly.
Alright,
The good
So-
times.
how about you just do all that, and we set off to Hook Mountain Clanhold.
Yeah.
There won't be much on the way there. After all, following the rain, most things are only barely recovering from what's going on. Land is still a bit soggy in places. The colder winter months may soon come, and after a day or two of travel to yonder hold, Chilelu starts to tell everyone to quiet down and batten down the holds, because off in the distance she sees a clan hold. Boop!
Can you tell us anything about the clan hold?
Nope. She hasn't a clue. She just knows that this is apparently where the ogres hide out, or at the very least are keeping someone.
I think the ogres would have disbanded or something after we killed that Lamia.
Well, I think they're disbanding,
I
or at
think
least
there's probably more than one set of ogres.
remember we fought half ogres and they weren't part of it.
Oh yeah.
And here y'all are. Wait, Shalelu, why do you have 53? I thought I... Did I bump it up? I should have bumped it up,
I think you
And
did.
I should be healed since
because
took us
it
a
gave
while
her a
to
bit
get
of a...
back.
Oh yeah, it's now 103. I should adjust that number. There. Shalelu's hit points are now appropriate for her level. I think she just tied into her hit points. It's her own custom sheet. Alright, kids. The mountain hold is in the distance. There are two large ogre standing in front of the doors. Oh, cool. Now she's big. Don't be like that, lady. Let me ask you guys,
She'd be like that though.
what's your move, kids?
Well, this is a stronghold, right?
It's
Yes.
a clan hold, whatever that means. It's a place where the clan holds out.
Yeah, probably going in the front door. No bueno.
You imply that there is a back door. By the way, from this large hole, the reason you found it so easily is a billowing column of smoke, implying the existence of either large forges or big meals.
Hmm.
Ogre meat.
Wonder if we can pull a situation similar to what we did to the fortress. Then again, we have a hostage this time, so
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah,
we're
we
gonna.
don't want to let them know we're here if we're trying not to get that person shanked. That'd be bad.
Okay, so what can we see from where we are?
Well, no, I'll just. I should have a party token I can just slap down. Oh no, it doesn't have any vision. I'll put this over here so you can see what's over here. Boop. Oh no,
Feely,
this
wheelie,
is a this is
auto,
this is a no light
wheelie.
map. Okay, cool. There are some
no
the
lighting.
entrance is up on a slight slope. I say slight, it's actually pretty high up. And some ogres besides it. The entrance itself appears to be made of bones.
Ominous.
Definitely.
Is there any way to climb up the wall around them without them noticing?
Well, I think it's a cave, isn't it?
Well, this is a cave, yes.
Yeah, so.
It has a roof. They live under the
A
ground.
roof made of natural stone.
Wait. But it's just these two. Talon
like
has an idea for cowards. So if we can get above it, or to one side, we can make noise like boom over that way. And they're dumb. And then when they go that way, we go in.
Probably
A
hoot
good,
and holler over there.
We have magic.
We do
I
have
have
it.
bombs.
a good plan, but they'll come back eventually, and when we're inside, we'll have them behind us if there's an alert.
You know
Yeah,
what?
but ogres are stupid.
Yeah, they dumb.
When they hear violence inside, they'll probably think like, wait, we're guard outside, not inside.
It's a good point.
We probably just take them out.
Yeah, but that might alert the ones inside.
Nah, if you do it quickly.
But none of us are stealthy.
Um,
I can be stealthy.
I can be very stealthy.
Talon stares you. You can.
I can. I just choose not to.
I can
You
just
know how many times that would have been useful?
I can just cast invisibility.
Wait, you have that?
I do now.
But
Fuck
yeah.
it, let's do that.
I don't know why everyone's been in such a wiggle. Invisibility.
Yeah, let's just do that. That sounds great.
I mean, I can only cast it on one person.
I could get behind these guys, do a little snack, then
How about we cast it on Stabby Stabby McBig Sword,
yeah,
and we distract that guy over there, and you murderize that guy over here, and we kill that other one really quickly.
If
Yeah.
only you had like a wizard, you could have invisibility sphere, which is a 10-foot radius instead of just one person.
If only.
If only you had like a scroll with a spell on it.
If only.
If only. But we live not in the world of ifs. We live in the world of yes, here and now. Point is, how do you want to tackle Big Man and Big Man 2, who seem to be
Uh,
excitedly defending the front gates?
I'll go invisible if that's our plan. Sneak over to this guy, and get myself a little sneaky attack.
I'm gonna go over here and try to distract this guy on the other side.
I will tap. I will tap Ezra with invisibility.
All
How
right.
do you distract them, my good sir?
But I mean,
Well,
what would distract him the most? I have
try to-
fireworks.
If only you had a big iron on your hip.
I have a. I mean, I got a sword that lights on fire.
Xyle, he's dumb. Just call him a big old idiot and bet him he can't eat you.
As soon as I know Ezra's closer in position, I'm actually gonna just.
How would
challenge
you
him.
know they're invisible?
Yeah,
Is
it's
there
not.
dust?
No, you can't see anything.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
they're probably not trying to make any noise. So from here, unfortunately, you have no idea where they are.
You'll tell when the guy starts reacting.
When one of them dies, you'll know.
Okay, I'm just gonna watch and see if I can go as soon as something happens over there.
Cool. But
So-
Ezra, your invisibility will end when you attack. But roll me twice for attack.
Uh,
As you line your shot up like a pool cue.
here's a 1
Death.
or this.
Well, sure. Go ahead. Roll me full marks for damage.
So that's the normal damage, and I accidentally took down my sneak attack, so I'll add 2 more d6 for sneak attack. And damn it, and 2 more for vital strike. So not too great. Then I'm just gonna follow
So
it
that
up.
is in
We
total.
just lost Claire.
God dang it, Claire. If only she had a big iron on her hip.
Claire,
Hello?
you disconnected.
What's up, baby T
Yeah.
Claire?
I don't
So I
know
only
why.
did 18 damage, unfortunately.
With a big baby Claire on her hip. Where are these?
Let me
Oh, they're
reload,
called
I'm not
ogre
sure.
You're in.
fighters.
I see your name again.
Cool. Okay, I just gotta go here, open up Shalelu, and then I have everyone. Let's roll some initiative. Let me first clear the initiative order.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be
I
suspicious.
wish I found that video. I'm mad that I lost it.
Excuse me. Excuse me, baby B Bella. Did you just say that you're not suspicious?
Yeah.
Well, ain't that
What if this
just
guy gets hit really hard,
ain't that
turns
just the
around, sees an
concept?
ogre?
Oh, this is Miranda, not Kit. Kit. You're a
Kitty.
Cal 4 and you're a ranger.
Toolkit.
With a big
Toolkit is friend.
Shalelu is first to go and realizes this map is fucking huge. Uh, uh, uh,
Oh god, each of these squares is 2 squares. I didn't
Yes.
notice that.
yes, I appreciate that you noticed this now of all times. How far does okay, that's 110 feet, right? Yeah, 110 feet for longbows. Let's see, how many 110 foot is this guy away? He's within 1 range increment. Running over the hill with reckless abandon. She's gonna show off her new hatred of giants.
In his dick.
Right in his dick. First off, I forgot to detract the damage that Baby Bella did, which is 9, 12, 18. And then an extra 12 from an arrow. And then Shalala will run forward some more, try to get the attention off the Bella, because if they go for Bella, guess what? You're right there. They can just clobber you 3 times in a row. What will be appropriate for trying to get their attention? Bluff, probably. Don't have bluff. Can't even intimidate them. It's more the stealthy kind of person. You're on your own, Ezra.
Alright. I'm still acting before his turn, so I still get the just flat-footed sneak attack bonus anyway, right?
Yeah, he still hasn't acted.
Alright. I'm a swingy ding. Yeah. Well, again, I have to add like 2d6 sneak attack.
Don't stab him in the butt like that Dark Souls boss. That's rude.
And I'll just attack him 2 more times. Ba-ga-da-ba.
Ah,
I
that
don't-
would have been the best one.
Would have missed.
Even with he studied, so I have a +2 to that, but it's -5.
Why didn't you add a +2?
Because I forgot to.
Well, if you get a +2, then that exactly hits. Hits flat-footed.
Alright.
Strike him.
That's technically 2 more damage too. And then for my third attack, Biggity Ba with the now added. Uh, yeah, now
That's
I
a 20
added.
again.
That
Oh,
still
you're
hits.
negating.
Nice.
Wait, no, it wouldn't. It'd be 18. Because I just added the.
Okie dokie.
Okay,
Now
now I
I'm
can actually
smart.
roll.
Remember what I said about this big guy? Oh, we never rolled for Torvis. Add yourself to the initiative. We'll see where you end up.
Torvis, roll your initiative.
Yeah, because it just loaded in for me.
You gosh darn
Kinda
Californian Ranger.
slow.
The Creek Ogre, the big man himself, notices that he gets hit in the butt. And with the ferocity and veracity of a large, angry boy, his hook goes a-swinging at Ezra. As if he's trying to swat a little fly in his butt.
So I take
Two of
42
those
damage.
Bella, what's your AC?
20 since he's my steady target.
Okay, yeah, so you do.
42.
Isn't the third hit like -10?
Like, I don't
Yeah,
want to tell you how to live your
that's
life, Bella,
23.
but consider investing in this cool item called a Wand of Shield. It lets you have a shield, even though you have a weapon in your hands.
That's actually really cool.
Yeah, at some point you need to know what things you can stack on top of what you already got if you really want to not die. Adventuring
Okay,
requires brains. How annoying.
These are all. Wow, these are all 2 squares. So.
Just use right click to measure distances while you're dragging.
Oh, okay. I can do that.
Click on all your tokens if you're dragging. Right click along the way. Click and
That's not
drag.
what we're
Right click
for.
while you're still
Oh,
holding
yeah.
it. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it's dragging. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can't make it very far. So
No, you can't.
I run over here.
I mean, you can use all your 3 actions if you want to.
I'm gonna. Oh my God! Why is it doing this to me?
Too, baby.
Something is acting buggy on my computer. Yeah.
Torvis decides to make a 90-degree turn in a random direction.
Okay, I get over here. I that's all. I'm gonna scream at this guy to get his attention on me.
Let's see you dance, fucker. You got nothing on me.
And okay, please open my sheet. Why? Is there like a Windows 10 update or something?
We'll
Is
go
my
to Kitty
computer's
Cat
acting-
while this is going on.
There we go.
Okay, so run is 2 actions, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I'm a run.
No,
to this
no,
guy.
wait. Run is just all your actions. It's no longer a specific thing.
Okay, 2, 3, 4.
Just click and drag and hold. Use my mouse button to get
Actually, I
that.
can get to him with 2 actions.
How would you do?
Fast.
How would you do that? Are you that fast? Gosh, what a kitty cat.
I am,
Cat is fast.
and I gotta put in my negative level.
No, I wanna know how you did that because you were like 65 feet away, right?
Oh, 60 feet exactly.
Marvelous. Go ahead.
And I'm gonna stab him with my super sword, which is on fire. And he explodes if that confirms.
Doesn't. So you just give him a good old jabbing.
And I'm assuming he is not lawful. Is he chaotic?
Let's see. What could this fine gentleman? He's chaotic evil.
Awesome. So that's 2d6. And I believe 1d6 fire.
I'm actually gonna do one thing because I always get this one wrong. Weird. Is it even what? It's not doing anything to these numbers. So I'm trying to apply. It's trying to see if your energy drain is at least applied, but it doesn't seem to be. It affects your CMD, but Okay.
I see the numbers affected through different things as a little lightning bolt.
Weird. But it applies it to a lot of things, but doesn't. Whatever. This sheet's weird. Everything's weird. Anyway, what's the
Actually, I like
2d6
my
about? Oh yeah, that's a
axiomatic
Axiom-
and 1d6 for fire.
marvelous. It's on the 7th.
So, yeah, 28.
Toolkits in the back.
No,
Just
29
gonna catch
total.
up. Up to Shalelu, actually. Krieg.
I am going to become an Allosaurus
God, I keep forgetting you could do that.
because now I am dinosaur.
I think you become huge, right?
I do become huge.
He is now more.
And the movement
Appropriate for the
speed
map.
of an Allosaurus is, I think it's 30. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Stealthy, discreet,
It's actually 50 feet. So
Oh, I could just
covert.
I can get
We
right up in this
look. We
guy's face.
tried.
that's more than 50
You
feet, good
tried.
sir.
I was running.
That's not something you can
spending-
do when you already spent 2 of your actions turning into an animal.
I thought that was just an at will.
Doesn't mean it's not an action.
Okay, I
Let me
thought
see. Let me just double check exactly what your wild shape takes. Gosh darn, where is it?
Yeah, I thought it was an at-will as well.
Wild
As
shape.
in-
At will just means you can use it whenever you want. That it's.
I'm
Yeah, it doesn't
sorry,
mean it's a free action.
not at will.
Oh,
I meant
right. That's what.
free action.
I'm
It says a
dumb.
standard action, so it takes 2 actions.
Okay,
That's-
well then I made it that far.
This Greek ogre has a kitty cat, and he goes for the
Cute
most
little
for.
boy.
He swings it at you like he wants to get you on that meat hook.
I'm gonna try to. I'll try to counter the second one. Thank God I'm trying to counter that one with a hero point.
I don't know if I'm gonna allow you to counter criticals though, because that's kind of the point. But it doesn't really
Ow.
affect this decision, does it?
It really doesn't.
Kitty goes down to -8.
Oh,
Creek
Oh,
ogre
no.
picks up kitty cat.
Hey,
I got snack. I win. Chilelo and the Sana to get a little bit closer. Is she within point blank range? If she is, that'd be great. Nope. Oh well. Oh well. Let him go! That's 2 hits for 16 and 9.
is he down yet? Dang.
Yeah, I got downed.
Kitty cat's
No, I
down,
mean-
yes.
The ogre.
The
Well, no, the
ogre is
one I
like
was-
at 50 out of 104. Like, you fought ogres before, Claire. Are you not aware of how tough they are?
They have
for some
pretty
reason I
big-
remembered us bodying the ogres.
Yeah,
So,
the
uh,
smaller
Kinda
ones.
did.
These are the big boy ogres.
Alright, so it be my turn. Oh boy. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give him the feint because I need that bonus.
What?
And I'm gonna smack him.
He's
I'm
almost
gonna
down.
Gonna make that a vital.
Oh no, he's down. Blech.
Alright, so I'm
You give him
definitely
10 across the
focus on
cheek, as it
kitty
were.
cat.
And there he goes.
And I got one more action, so I'm gonna try to move 30 feet closer.
Let me add some. Let's see, where do I put my
Open
ogre
that
fighters?
hole.
There they are. I'll make that a 7. Pew.
Right there. Okay. Well, oh, no, not there. There. Puts me.
Torvis, what do you do with your life?
Alright, I'm gonna move here with 2 actions, unfortunately. And I'm also gonna be like, let the cat go, and whip him. 26.
It's 13. He's like,
all
oh,
my actions.
canned snack.
Yeah, no
Kitty
snack
cat.
for you, buddy.
Kitty cat. You have to roll me something, but I don't know what it is because I forget this a lot. And I'm not
Is it
saying that in the sense of
Constitution?
like because most of my players don't die. It's because I used the dying rules for 2E recently, and they're so much more straightforward.
Isn't it Fort?
Let's see.
Oh,
It's a DC 10 con save with a penalty equal to your negative hit point total. So it's basically
Actually,
DC
I have
18
a
con
question.
check. Yes.
Since I went unconscious, I dropped my sword, right?
Yes.
Haha.
The negative level does go away. Yes. If you wanna lose your equipment on dropping, yes, we'll make that a rule now. I hope you enjoy.
So-
I hope you enjoy the vicious cycle of picking up all your shit, getting knocked down, picking up all your shit, getting knocked down. That's a thing, by the way, people complain about in 2E, and I find it hilarious. It's like, you have to spend 1 action to stand up, 2 to pick up your shit.
Uh,
You
I'm
lose
gonna
1 more hit point.
hero.
In
Oh,
that
okay,
case,
so
it's not.
never
You
mind.
bleed out slowly. People have time.
Okay, I was worried that'd be like, you're dead now. Goodbye.
You explode.
No,
right in the ogre's arms.
Might have been 3.5 if that's the case, but don't know myself. Toolkit. Let's see. I think Toolkit has a problem because I don't want to be.
I wasn't in the network.
Yeah, I want to be a sassy Sally, but that network doesn't go indefinitely.
Yeah, he has to establish it, and it also has a limited range
Yeah, it is
until he hits level 11.
Yes. Let's take a look. See at level 11. No. Let's take a look at the collective. What's the distance? It's 10 plus class level.
I think it's when he hits level 11, it
X.
covers the entire plane of existence we're on.
Okay, cool. Luckily, however, his range is like 180 feet, so you managed to stay inside of that the whole time. Toolkit's gonna abracadabra, abracazoo. Jesus fucking Christ, dude, stop being dead. You bunch of Texas breads. I don't want to load correct sheets. I just need to see. Okay, good. That's everything I needed. All right. Hit yourself up with some 21 healing.
Oh, great. Takes me down to. So I was 3 below.
Craig, Allosaur charged this man.
Charge. I'm gonna bite.
Quamps.
That's me when I go for the chomps. Oh Jesus! Why is it 1 damage?
Oh, that's the grab. I couldn't figure out how to not have a damage on there, like for the grab roll.
Give me a moment. I'm waiting for something. Ball shape huge. Okay, that benefit is applied. Are those benefits accurate? Ooh, man, that's some good stuff. And still, ya missed. You got 1 action left, good sir.
I am going to try to bite again.
How about you put the
Actually,
critical on that?
What's that?
Why does it keep rolling criticals for your bites? I don't know. I don't really care. But that's quite something. That is quite something. This guy is like, big meat! He drops the cat, who goes on the ground.
Cat is
Well-
annoyed and conscious.
And essentially, it tries to jump the Allosaur. It fails to grab the Allosaur, but it will still try to put its hook on you. Meat! Big. Shillelagh going in for the flank.
You pick the sword up and stab it in the penis.
I think
Oh,
that
wow.
last shot did enough to bring him down, because that's a 39, baby.
And then he detonates.
No, he kind of limply falls off of Craig as he falls unconscious from blood loss, from too many arrows to the butt. 1 in each cheek, baby. The fight's over.
Alright.
You've been painfully reminded of the fact that big things hit like trucks.
Yes.
I can use 5 of my Cure Light Wounds charges.
That would, yeah. The big things hit like trucks depends on if they hit.
That too.
'Cause I never fucking hit.
I'm just gonna open up a Sprite Cranberry.
Chilelo wonders if perhaps we should have picked up that cleric that was in town, but on the other hand, she looked like she was busy with other things like charity. Ugh.
Alright, so I heal 50 for myself. Well, I heal 250, I mean.
Torvis just looks at Shalala. It's just like, really?
I'm gonna take one of those too, because I brought a couple. Keep them on me all the time.
You know, Shillelagh is okay with doing some frontline fighting. Their armor class is 24.
Craig did 2 heals.
28
Yeah,
if she throws up that
off
shield spell.
myself.
Did I say Craig? Or no?
I hit myself twice with my everlasting wand of cure light wounds.
Ah. Like, everlasting. Does that mean you just machine gun heal us?
It gets a
So
certain
that
amount a
means
day.
I get 2 charges on it a day.
Ah, okay.
It's just like a little pick me up.
A little sip.
Yeah, and I had one with a
Sprite
whole
memory.
bunch of light wound charges. Okay. Well, that was exciting.
Those
Not
are
go as
true.
expected. But, shall we go inside?
Carefully, they might have heard that.
It's also stupid, so you know.
Well, I'm just gonna try to stealth. Like,
Stealth in
like,
the front door.
yeah, it's gonna be like, bam, bam, bam.
Well, I don't think there is even a back door. It's a
Yeah,
cave.
how do you bam stealth?
Behind bones.
Through
We're
the cracks, away
bones.
from vision. Bella, with your bam, you see a large statue in front of you. Allow me to look up what the statue does, since I need to pull out the book. In the original version, this map was actually aligned horizontally, but for some reason they made it vertical for the book so they could fit the whole thing in. Let's see. Bones of the Behemoth. Shalelu says that she thinks this might be the bones of like a blue dragon or something. It looks like a dragon, at least. And it's
Kinda
kind of
hard
a
to tell.
massive way to set this thing up. They've decorated the bone with crude scrimshaw, incorporating the 7-pointed Sihedron rune in many locations. But what's really inspires you is the large, enormous statue standing in frozen vigil. It's 40 feet tall, covered in black skin with fissures and cracks. Ooh, it wears majestic armor. So majestic, it's gilded and encrusted in gems. Gripping a towering glaive in his armored fists, the giant's face is hidden by a ferocious full helm forged with a sneering grimace of a fanged devil. Around its neck hangs a medallion, a 6-pointed star. Even from here, you can tell that that item is brimming with magical power. Throbbing.
So, so this statue is wearing an item?
Yes,
How
Alright.
big is it?
there's
Not
a.
the
s-
statue, but
It's
the
it's too large for you to wear, but hey, if you're gonna ransack this place,
It's too large for us to wear, but
It's
not
actually
the
bi-
Allosaurus.
the Allosaurus could wear it. Yes, I think he would just
What
close
if-
enough to Gargantuan that it would kind of work.
He could become a dragon.
He'd have bling.
He'd have bling bling on his ring.
I assume Ezra and Jaleel are signaling that there's no foes directly in front of us, so we can kind of like the less stealthy people can kind of slip on in.
Just at a distance. Gonna go behind the statue so I can peek down the hallway. Be
It
like,
eats you.
Just
"Ah!"
you
Oh.
up. I knew it. Points.
When you get close, Ezra, you can't tell, but this statue is just a giant mummy.
Oh,
What?
It seems to be preserved by some kind of magic.
oh, good Christ, it's gonna fucking attack us.
Maybe we should
No,
take the
it doesn't
necklace
seem.
off of
No,
it.
it's clearly a corpse. It might be an undead, but might be. But you know, undead aren't reasonable. They would have attacked by now if it was. Unless it was
Maybe
given specific
it'll attack her.
commands.
Maybe it'll attack if we take off the gem.
yeah, maybe it's the only thing holding it back. So I'm just gonna continue on my stealthy way. Da-ga-da-ga-da, hiding behind corners.
Da-ga-da-ga-da.
Up ahead, you see a large pit gaping to the north. To the south. Oh, actually, let me just verify. You know, I'll just talk in respect to you guys. It doesn't really matter for the map at large. Is there even a rose compass on this? No. You see gaping hole, and on the other side, stairs going up. Those stairs have uppies.
I'm just gonna. So is it dark in here? Or
It is
dim?
dark. The ogres have
Alright.
dark vision. They have no need or see no need for lighting.
Alright, so I'm just gonna try to stealthily, ask Torvis, Talon, and Craig, up.
We can communicate telepathically.
Oh wait,
Yeah, we're in a network.
Yeah, he keeps
Yeah.
that thing on.
Should we go up or down?
You get like Shillelagh is trying to gesture to you that down there is pit of soot.
Okay, so,
It seems to
Alright.
be full of bodies.
alright,
F that place?
Okay.
Once you get close enough, you can definitely smell corpse.
Alright, so we're not going that way. Sneaky, sneaky, sneak.
Hey, it's a whole bunch of dudes. There's like three of
I
them.
see,
One of them doesn't even look like an ogre. It looks more like a hill giant.
I see those dudes.
He looks pretty. Is what I mean to say. He also looks kind of dumb. He has like his finger up his nose and he's looking disjointed. Also, roll me perception.
I shall roll perception. Bang.
You hear a hag-like cackling in the distance. Sad cackling.
Oh,
People can cackle sadly.
It's like they're not putting their heart and soul into it.
Ah,
Like that archer fucker. It seems more Krieg ogres await you.
alright.
I mean, we could go up. I have a grappling hook.
Do you think you have what it takes to fight a hill giant?
That's why I was saying go up the stairs.
Yeah, these are the upstairs.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Allow me to. Oh wait, am I? No, I'm in the wrong way. Uppies. All the stairs go up around here.
It's all
Going up the
uppies.
mountain.
Give me uppies. However, they do look a bit distracted. If you could turn invisible again, you could probably get a sneak attack in there and rush out again. Force him into a
Or-
choke point might be the best idea. Unless you
how
want to
far
fight
we
them all
are.
at once, I'm fine with that too.
Not at all.
Can anyone do anything for the stairs? Like if they come down?
Like, fire on the stairs?
By the way, in case you want to know why you can tell he's different, look at this fucking art. Look at this work of art.
Them
Oh
chick-
yeah, he looks great.
Well, what a gentleman.
He's Mama's special boy.
Mr. Brickle.
He gets 2 skulls. Since I'm noticeably smaller than these guys, I could probably stealth past them.
You're
Sounds like
you're like a cat to them in terms of size.
Yeah.
Like combat has been kind of weird so far, and they've mostly been squishing you. So
And I'm also like dark skinned, as in like very
that doesn't
pale.
really. You don't know what you look like in dark vision compared to the environment that well. So. So go ahead, roll me some stealth if you want to see if you can sneak past a bunch of keen-witted, dazzling, handsome ogres. Slick back hair,
these
beautiful
all
boys.
sound like words that they
You
are.
could always
Oh,
I am, and I can invisible you.
okay. Invisible.
Oh, the invisibility you don't even have to roll. In fact, I don't think you have to roll to begin with because they all have lower than 18. You physically cannot fail to sneak past them.
so failing stealth was
I mean,
basically like...
I mean, Shillelagh has a plus 29 against giants, so
Jesus.
rangers and their favorite enemies, my good sir.
Knocking over their drinks.
So
Also-
I'm a sneak in.
Also, Shillelagh will be on your back to provide some support in case you need someone to drag you out of there.
Yeah, because we're gonna need
Down
it.
from this entrance comes the sound of forging, of like hammers and pickaxes and all that kind of stuff. From over here comes grumble grumble, very distant grumble grumble. From down here comes the sad witches, who seem malcontent with the current circumstances.
That might be who we want to find.
Yeah, because we're still in contact with you, so
So I
go
I
for
can
the
make.
sadness.
All right, then I'll sneak past. Beep 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 beep. Beep,
I'm
beep,
getting
beep.
some flashbacks.
That's the
to
sound of
Negan, the whole-
stealth.
Yeah.
No. It's like they hit the 2 keys on the piano. Digga 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 digga. You see a witch's coven, and what beautiful women they are. I need to look up the specific kind. What kind of hags are you? So that I know what to find. Anise hags. Oh yes, they're the big hags. I want you to look at these fine ladies. Gorgeous.
Ugh.
Okay, that's really not who we're
They are
looking for.
they are listfully stirring in a pile of bones.
All right.
They seem
Well,
upset and grumpy.
I'm just gonna continue doing recon, but not down here.
You will get to roll me stealth though. These guys might actually notice you.
Okay.
Can Jelena pull her back?
Allow me to be.
That's enough. They have
That's a good one.
23 passive stealth perception.
Alright. All right.
Their
so I'm
strike
just
rank
gonna
is 17. They still haven't fixed that, and it cracks me up every time.
continue. Look down here. Oh, well, there's a fire down there, so I'm not gonna be able to stealth as well. But it looks like there's movement. Alright, be. Stealthing through this way now.
Shalelo asks if perhaps we could make friends out of those hags. They do look like the kind of people that wouldn't appreciate these big stinky fellows.
You think we can reason with hags?
I mean, you know, hags are in it for themselves, but if they're stuck in the situation in some fashion. But that's a big guess.
I mean,
It's a pretty good guess, though.
I mean, they didn't seem to
Rather.
be caged up or anything. Anyway, let's beat ahead.
be.
Down to the south. Let's see what's down to the south at number D8. Oh my. Well, there's a lot of stuff down south, but you can't tell anything. Up north comes the grumble.
I mean, you could probably try to reason with those nice sounding ladies.
Are we close enough for our connection?
Yes.
Alright. And if Talon said that, then.
I know that I leave NPCs behind often, very often, but that's my problem.
Oh, alright. Let's. I'll tap Shalelu and tell her to go back to the hag area. Just go around.
Go to the Hag Toys R Us.
I love how we're just like stealthing, like pretty
They're
much
big
in the
idiots. Listen, they have like 5 perception. They're not smart. They also have -2 intelligence. They're dummies. You know this by now.
middle. So like, as I approach, I'm just gonna like quietly say, "Friendly, we're friendly."
The witches, the hags to be specific, suddenly cast a spell upon themselves, becoming far more appealing and smaller ladies.
Short stacks.
Oh,
Not that small.
Okay.
You freaking horny.
Gonna. I'm being cautious, approaching slowly. Just gonna be like, we're here to find someone.
Ooh, looking to find someone. And who might you be looking for? True love?
I think for someone else actually, but I don't know exactly. But someone got taken, and we're trying
Oh,
to
if you're
find.
looking for true love, just pick her up.
Do not kiss them. Mission control.
I'm
Miss
I
Yes.
imagine that before Yap got pushed away, he probably gave you a description of the person you're looking for.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
What be
Ooh,
the-
ooh, that sounds like Mr. Barl's latest toy. Yes, we are going to have him by the end of this. I'll be the first time he's given us anything.
You're gonna have.
Do you think you are a match for Bo Breakbones, little things? He's as tall as a house and twice as strong.
How strong our house is?
I was about to say I've never known a house to be quite strong, but
Ooh, I can assure you.
Let me actually look up how big is the strength score on this motherfucker. How much can he bench
God.
press? He is apparently some sort of magical stone giant, judging by what she's been whispering so far, and he has a strength score of 29.
Okay.
I have a question.
Yes.
Will you allow any type of aid for us? Because
Aid?
we just need to get someone out of here, and we're trying to help a forest.
Oh dear. There won't be much of a force left once Mr. Ball has successfully done what he wants to.
I mean,
I
that's
don't think
not
there'll
a,
be much left of the Varisian country at all once he's done. Oh yes. Oh
okay. That really
yes.
sounds like not a good thing.
Yes, yes. It's a very good thing for him. But only him. I don't know
But
how
is it
long
good
this.
for you,
Only him.
Oh, it won't be good for us. I know the side eye he's been giving me, and I know the side eye he's been giving Larstin. Whew.
Lars?
One of the
Who's that?
hags.
Oh.
She crosses her arms in acknowledgement.
Like, eh.
So, are you with him, like in a complicit
We are with
agreement?
the clan, but the clan has basically been eaten by this foul boy and his foul plans.
So, so while you don't care about what happens to the forest or to this guy, you don't really care about Big House Man either.
If I could have my way, things would go back to normal. Mr. Bowl would be floating down some river somewhere with his fine friend, and the clan would be ours once more.
I mean, I I'm not one I'm not one against ogre politics. I've never been into it, but I mean, I I have friends here who can probably help facilitate if you're willing to help.
Ooh. Oh, fine. You look like the best chance you've got. You've been able to get in here at the very least, which is more than most people can say alive.
Yeah, it was quite the trek. Uh, though what do you told me? Uh, ball rug is big
Barrel
as a
break bones.
file break bones, big as a house, twice as strong as a house.
Yes.
Uh, anything
Do you want to
else?
see his art handout? It's
I
really
mean,
nice.
Okay, that got weirdly meta, but sure.
I, I
Does
respect
he
art.
hand us like a sketch he made?
She has like a pile of them.
He does. It says, "I do commissions in Orcish."
He makes me draw him like one of his French girls.
Oh, he looks so cool.
And look, it's Valoros and Skimpy Dress Lady.
Oh man, one of them's gonna die by the end of this.
I mean, being a fighter against giants is not the best circumstance. I mean, to be fair, no one likes giants. Get some enlarged person in your life. Anyway,
Bella
Bella,
has that.
there is a slight problem. They're not going to fight the ogres. They're not in for that. You do what you need to, but if you can get them a straight line to Mr. Breakbones, they'll gladly help you kick his ass. They
Ask them if there's any way that they can lower his strength or
they don't
curse.
have Raven Feeblings or anything like that, but they can cast fog clouds, which would obstruct his vision. So,
Okay.
because these things are so tall, you can just cast a fog cloud over their head.
That's really cool.
Wait, can you do that, Noto?
Yeah, actually.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
they basically just said if we make a clear line of sight.
yeah, they're
for
not
them,
going to fight
basically,
any ogres on your behalf. You're going to have to fight the ogres yourself if you want to make trouble.
Yeah, I've got that, which would probably.
Of course, if you have a slab of dragon meat, you could always just bribe them.
That is also a fair point, but we don't have dragon
Wait.
meat.
Do,
Mhm.
do they have dragon meat?
No, but
Kyle
apparently
just
you
thought
could
of
use it to
something.
bribe them. Obscuring Mist is a worse version of Fog Cloud. Fog Cloud is just straight up you can't see past 5 feet.
How many charges do I have on my moons are up 49. I uh, we'll we'll try some things. Try to get you aligned to him. But
I mean, they don't have to worry about the ogres. It's you that have to worry about the ogres.
Yeah, I kind of get what they're saying.
So, Bella, the deal's been made.
alright, cool. I will. If I'm still in range, I'll mentally convey that. Or if I have to get closer, then I'll just get closer to mentally
You can
convey.
I think
do it.
we
Don't
just-
worry.
I'm pretty sure we've been listening this whole time.
Yep.
Also, probably ask for potions, maybe if they have them.
Yeah, the stuff that I've been typing, I assumed is what Talon's just been sending.
All right.
They're not.
Oh,
They don't have anything for you. How about you sort yourselves out?
Yeah.
You look like
Right.
fine strapping adventurers. You have a wallet.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
I like that. I hope they actually say that. Yeah, you got a wallet.
all right. Time to beat back up to where I get closer to our
Fucking
Allies?
BDBDB.
and just.
She made friends with some hags.
Okay, cool. So, how do we get past those guys?
I say we lure them down first.
Could bring them toward us, and then have them settle it themselves.
No. They have a whole room of ogres over there. If we fight them in the bottleneck over there, they'll come charging at us and make it worse.
No, I mean the bottleneck right here with the stairs.
Yes. That's what I mean. This is where we want to fight them, not up there.
Yeah.
I mean, I could just flash my dinosaur hide at them and be like, "Yo,
By the way, for
No
anyone who asks, you can keep that up all day.
Alright.
Yeah.
That stuff lasts for hours. I think it's an hour per level. So yes, you can stay in that the whole way through.
Alright. We could probably yell mealtime and get a few of them down here.
Okay,
That actually
if
gives
you
me a
yell,
question.
Mm.
Talon pulls out the scroll he's been carrying. This scroll of holdy, floaty thingies. Telekinesis. He forgot the name. Magic Man, how much can this hold?
What?
Does it say on the list?"
He has a scroll of telekinesis from last
Okay,
session.
what do you mean? How much can it hold?
Like, how much weight can it support?
It can violent thrust. Well, you can hurl. If you grab something and throw it with violent thrust, you can do 25 per caster level, pounds. Combat maneuvers are not limited by weight. It can sustain force, moving an object 25 pounds per caster level, up to 20 feet per round. Less if it weighs more than that. What do you want to do with it, is the question I want an answer to.
Can it hold me?
Probably. You're not that much.
Okay, guys,
I'm
I
not
got a
gonna-
really good, I got a great plan.
I doubt that.
Okay, so what we do is we get them to chase me, right?
Yeah.
I jump over the pit and make it look like I'm running on the air with the spell that one of you guys holds me with, and they jump into the pit and die.
that's actually.
Are-
I actually.
Are they? Let me just roll really quick to see if they're actually that stupid. No, they know there's a hole there.
Damn it. I was hoping they'd be like so stupid they wouldn't notice that they couldn't do
Gravity is basics.
it. Yeah, but
How about you think about it? I'm gonna go to the bathroom real fast. So
Okay.
you see, the problem is there are
Well-
flat earthers out there.
They're one of the flat. Yeah, see, I like that plan because here's the thing: we could like if we lured them to the pit, right? All of us could be over here, and then we lock them into this room.
Yeah,
The problem is,
with just a cat boy on the other side getting devoured by giants.
You think
Well,
they can get to me if I'm on the other ledge? They look too big to walk on that ledge.
plus the other thing is, the very first one immediately like go for a combat maneuver that'll immediately crit and then throw you into the pit. Because
Again, that's why I'm like over here.
yeah. I'm just saying we can't fly, Zala.
I
You
do.
can.
I still do have that wand of moonstruck.
That's what I was gonna ask as my next question.
Yeah, like if they come down, I'll just hit the one furthest back, and he'll attack the closest people to him.
Could we just do that as like our first move?
I mean, that's what I was gonna suggest.
I
Hell,
think
I was
it's a
gonna
good idea.
suggest,
The thing,
I was gonna suggest doing it as I pass by, but I thought against it.
Well, that would That would get rid of your invisibility.
Well,
The
no,
problem,
I've just been normal stealthing.
yeah, the problem is
Mm.
that in doing that in this like Bazoika rage you give them, you might have them alert the ogres in this big forge area, and then we would have even more ogres.
Wait, there's a big forge area, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
What if we just go and put a distraction in there and slip through?
I could try. I
Because guys, I'm gonna remind you of something. Talon pulls his cloak aside. 4 bombs, 5 firecrackers, 3 alchemist fires.
That would
What?
that would also involve a bunch of stealth checks.
It would involve like 1 or 2,
yeah, which I can nail.
or
I
better, Shalelu can nail.
yeah. I
Because
mean, I
holy
also just go.
balls, her stealth is amazing.
Yeah, I just go with the like safer approach of bottlenecking these 3 buddies here, and then
Yeah,
just
but
getting rid of them.
they're really dumb. We move them somewhere else, and then we go through as quick as possible. We don't lose any health. We don't get hurt. We stab the big guy. Simple
One
and clean.
I think we can do that without drawing the attention of all the other orcs back.
You see,
I'm sure or all the other giants back. I'm sure he's gonna be like, roar, and then all the giants will be like, uh-oh. You know?
I mean, I could probably just, if we get a whole group of them, I could just wail Moonstruck on them and just run.
it could cause a lot of chaos. I'm just saying, if we get there quicker, we can stab him harder and not be hurt.
Just,
I'm back,
there's
baby.
nothing.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Do you have a plan?
Not a good one.
I think
Do
it's a
we
good
ever?
plan. It's just kind of.
Yeah, we have 2 okay plans.
What are they?
Well,
Bottleneck. is
the
one
first
thing.
one is bottlenecking and just hitting him with Moonstruck. See how that goes.
And the second?
Second is someone sneaks through to like a big group of them with bombs and stuff to make a distraction
Or your
In the
moonstrike.
forge area.
or
Yeah,
Moonstruck.
over in this direction.
What an idea. What a concept.
Yeah, I can go to the forward area, Moonstruck, at least like 1 or 2 of them maybe.
All right.
Or
Go.
Shalelu.
Yeah,
Give Shalelu the wand of awesome.
She seems to know a lot about ogres. That's why he's saying it.
All right, baby T Bella. What do I roll for Moonstruck?
Moonstruck is so wisdom, will, saving throw DC 20. It's
All right. Who do you want to target? The biggest, toughest guy in that cluster over to the east, or?
Yeah, if we're able to get 2, the biggest baddest guy, and someone about like also in a cluster, so
Like
like
a
we
bit
have
away?
2 people. Yeah,
Yeah.
so we have 2 people making a ruckus. That one makes it.
Barely.
Indeed, you do. Unfortunately, life is not always about things going the way you want it to. Man, I can't stand this artwork. It's so goofy. Well,
And the other one. So at least one of them's gonna be like, what?
a bunch of ogres will start to make a dog pile, but the people at the crossroads don't seem 100% convinced it's necessary for them to step in. Do you have anything you think might agitate the situation a bit, as one of them is using a weapon that's like in the process of being forged, just like red hot?
Well, the one who got Moonstruck drops his weapon.
Okay,
He's
cool.
using claws.
No, it's the big strong guy with the +5 who made it.
This is Moonstruck.
You know what? If you spend a hero point, I'll let it make it so that the big guy joins in too.
I will give you my hero point.
It's excellent. The ogres start to dogpile each other. The people at the crossroads notice that the guy who's supposed to be running the place is also getting, and they're like, "Wait a minute, you big dummy!"
All right.
And Lumberbud is left behind. He's like, and in
So
a few
we have,
moments,
like-
a big dust cloud appears.
We have 8 rounds of them going nuts on each other.
I'm gonna quickly go in and talk to the lumberman because he seems to not be with them.
He's like sitting down with his head in his shoulders. He's also smaller than them, but and actually, I don't know if he's taller or smaller. Giants versus giants, man. He is grumpy.
Hey man, you okay?
Yeah. Who you? You're tiny.
Oh, we're your new friends.
Ooh. I don't have any friends. Where
You
did you
do
come
now.
from?
Oh, we have come from outside land.
Sounds weird.
It kind of is.
Why are you here, friends?
We wanted to come and find a missing friend of our other friend.
Who's missing, friend? Is he tall or small?
Okay, what was the description we were given?
He's like a person.
Small, like
Small, I guess.
around me.
I only know one. He's in the hall. You go here, and then you go, and he holds his left hand up.
Well, thank you, friend.
To you, that's his right, but you know, you can figure out that he's stupid.
Yeah, we got that part.
Don't make more
Yeah.
noise. They're already making enough noise.
Yeah, they're having a party down there.
Hear the echoes of them like throwing fists.
Yeah, maybe he should go home.
Oh, hey, it's the hags.
Yeah, they're waiting for
Oh,
you.
hey, it's my friends.
They're like, his throat is up north. Good luck, chumps. We'll be right behind you.
All right,
Okay.
then.
Up
If
north.
I mean, they're not going to stop you from going down south if you want to do that first, but they are like, listen, if you don't get Burl out of here, you're going to have trouble with all of us.
I took his left hand literally, and
I-
not
I like-
He
literally.
actually went with his actual direction.
I like that I told Talon, like, you're smart enough to know that he's stupid, and he...
Did a little bit more healing on the way.
You
up.
enter into a large, magnificent chamber, and I love those words, large, magnificent. This gigantic chamber extends into the darkness to the east-north for you, sloping upwards between 2 ridges, upon which loom statues with angular faces, stern brows, and strong jawlines. Above, the ceiling opens to the slate-grey sky above. A ramp. The ramp leads up in tiers, eventually coming to an end before an immense stone throne, upon which sits Earthbreaker.
It
I'll
sounds like
quickly
saying ball breaker.
I'll make a token. This token does not exist. He exists purely in order to give you a light source. Ignore this man. He is here so you can see.
Thank you.
He's like the skeletons from the Half-Life VR thing. He's just not actually there.
Yeah, I pointed Talon. You see that?
I don't actually.
Torvus is going crazy again.
Alright, shall we, Shillelagh and I stealth into the place, find a advantageous point, and y'all lead on through?
Who's leading what?
Well, Shillelagh and I should probably sneak inside, find a nice advantageous point, and then the rest of the party should try to bring.
Can
Good
you roll
old-
me a stealth DC 31 to sneak up to the throne?
Oh, well, I wasn't gonna
This guy-
sneak. I wasn't gonna sneak up to the throne. I was gonna sneak up to like maybe like up here.
Mr. Borrow Breakbones is a level 19 character. He has good eyes, good sir.
Wait, what?
Oh,
Well, level 19 in the sense that he's a stone giant and he has 7 levels, so it's 19 hit dice. Not necessarily level
Oh,
19.
okay.
Oh,
I was
okay.
getting
Also,
a little
like, are-
terrified right there.
Yeah, or were you just about to walk in and get annihilated from existence? You just collapse, we disappear.
Anyway, as I said, if you can make a DC 31 stealth check.
I do not think so, but I will
Oh, wait, that's perception. Whoops.
try. I guess.
Well, don't worry. Shillelagh fucks it up for. No, Shillelagh will stay behind. She's back support. She doesn't want to get close to a stone giant. That's stupid.
Ezra, on the other hand, marches right up.
Well, no, not merchant straight up. I'm stuffing in, and I'd suggest you guys like if we're gonna fight, we funnel through so we can flank them.
Mr. Barl Brickbones is a magnificent figure, a towering individual, a pinnacle of his kind. What beautiful features, what terrifying markings.
Sweet.
Also, I pop him with another Sprite cranberry because why not?
You just take a big old sip in front of him, and he hears
How,
me.
Yeah.
how about we just say that Toolkit takes a moment and throws like 11 healing at you and 10 at Toolkit, at Kitty Cat.
Okay,
Yay.
so I won't waste my moderate.
Also, Toolkit is going to ready an action. Essentially going to throw out their special cool guy ability when it's ready.
How close would I be able to get without him seeing me?
You're a fucking huge Allosaurus. You could barely get
That's
into the room without him noticing you.
I'm stealthing.
I'm stealthy.
Nobody can notice me. And he hides behind a leaf.
That he can't hold properly because he's got tiny little arms.
You know, to be honest, Craig could probably just walk up in there and he wouldn't do anything because honestly, he's gonna be sitting on his throne and a freaking dinosaur's walking in.
Okay,
you ain't prepared for that.
So which one do you want the most? Because they can give you 2 bonuses. They can give you a +1 to attack rolls, a +1 to AC, a +2 to weapon damage, or a +5 to speed. He can give you 2 bonuses. It can give you the same bonus twice too as well. What do you think will be most useful?
He's gonna hit us pretty hard, probably. No matter what.
AC at least.
2 AC then?
Yeah, I can say the AC.
I'm surprised you're
Yeah,
not
I'll
going to
go
go
for
for the
that.
damage because you know you want to probably rush him down more than anything. But all right,
Could go 1 and 1.
I think it's better to
I
double
would-
down in this case.
Yeah, I don't think you want to split it this time.
Marvelous. You decide to go double down.
On
Also,
damage.
he wields a tremendously large hammer. It's called an Earthbreaker. In case you're curious,
I'm wondering if the AC will even matter.
it might on his later attacks after he's already pounded you into paste. By the way, an earth hammer. Oh, this is a nice description. The crude metal of this massive hammer ends in multiple blunt spikes that help concentrate the force in a powerful swing down to a smaller, more focused area, allowing it to smash through armor with greater ease. Due to the tremendous size and weight of the head, the it's poorly balanced and requires 2 hands to properly lift and control.
Wait, so did we double down AC or damage?
No, there's no special bonus. It's just a masterwork weapon.
No,
Is
but
it-
for toolkit.
Oh, for toolkit. Going for 2 AC.
Okay. Just had to make sure.
Yeah, I think the survivability is going to be important.
Depends on how you feel about 2d8.
Plus a bajillion strength.
You know, the Annis Hags are like waiting for this to go down. They have 40 feet movement speed, so they can move pretty fast.
Okay, so basically, it's just it's a little standoff, baby standoff.
Okay. He speaks common, right?
Barl?
I'm going to guess he speaks common. And there's no way he doesn't know we're coming in.
I mean, considering that he has like a, let's say he has an intelligent look about him. Yes, he has. He probably knows common.
What's his name? Wait, I don't know his
Barl Brickbones. You would have gotten that by now.
Yeah, you were listening to the conversation.
name. Okay. Baru Breakbones, I've come to bargain.
He leans over to his bodyguard and gestures like, clean him up. While he himself also lifts up a rock. And a wand. Roll me some initiative, kids and cadets. Wait 1 moment. There we go.
But this is his bodyguard. I
I'm
thought it
assuming
was like-
everybody has moved up a little bit closer, too.
Yeah, probably. They'll be look over here. They want to stay within the plausible deniability range.
So if
Oh.
if you got closer, then I would have probably gotten definitely closer, like up there.
I just need my time stone to keep killing myself on him over and over again.
Oh yeah, I need to roll for Shillelagh and for Toolkit as well, because I'm an adult. I'm an adult. Shillelagh with her +8 initiative, because Shillelagh is a skirmisher. Alright, here we go. Torvis.
All right.
You see that Barl is not in the mood for negotiations. He probably knows who you
Well-
are, and he probably just wants you to go away already.
Yeah, we got things to do. I'm over there. Nyeh. Or no, I said over here. Nyeh. Okay, no, over here. Because I can't move very far. Can I intimidate from this range to the bodyguard? Because he wants to throw down.
I think it's like 30 feet range, but I'll look it up for you. Am I stupid or am I dumb? Welcome to the amazing show.
That is a good show.
It's
It's called Judge Judy.
30 feet, unfortunately, baby T. Claire. But it is one
Alright, I'll use
action.
a second action. Yeah, so I'll go over here then. So I have one action left. Oh, yeah, I'll slide over here and intimidate him. You want to throw it down?
Shit.
Let's go. I
Wow.
go.
Kitty
I
cat.
go.
Lucky for you, Torvis just painted a giant target on their back by being an idiot.
Well, at least it's not me they're after.
Bark.
Well, that was part of the point of what I was doing.
I'm scary.
Yeah.
Talon's gonna walk up, activate his scarf, so now I have 10-foot range, just preemptively, lasts for a while, and he's just gonna try to be reasonable. Give us the guy, we get out of your non-existent hair.
He's insulted
Turn-
that you would talk about his hair as if it needs to be there. Shillelagh, there's
You
a
mean
little...
insulted?
There's
Because
a,
he's a rock.
God.
you first. Shillelagh, there's a little slick like... Pew, 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 pew.
Nice.
Marvelous. She hits once for 20. No, that's plus 8, so that's like 33. Does Borrow Breakbones have any particular defenses? No, but he does have improved rock catching.
So we're not good at throwing rocks at him.
Wait, he can just throw rocks.
Mr. Breakbones is not very happy about the current set of circumstances normally. But, you know, since you have such arrogance, he'll turn you into a fine zombie. A nice...
He could do that?
Oh, wait, excuse me. I have the things to... God, I forget this. It's every single new sheet. I forget to do this. Let me do this for the stone giant as well. Not a rock giant, he's a stone giant. I can't imagine what the difference is, but I'm assured it's important, culturally speaking.
Look, that's racist if you call them by the wrong one.
I'm
I
sure
imagine the giants, since they're smart, would probably take offense. Anyway,
I thought he was gonna like wait until his bodyguard went down.
no, he's just kind of angry at this kitty cat.
You did it, cat. Oh my god.
He then essentially begins the casting of an animate dead once he hit the kit. No, he'll probably just make the cat flatter next turn. Anyway, Toolkit's like, whoa.
Oh, wait. He actually doesn't critical on me.
Why not?
Because we took that extra AC.
Hell yeah. Then you only take 21. Toolkit is still like, you dinguses. You know what? Toolkit's feeling... Oh, I mean, they mostly just have the fun time things. Take 21 healing, you dingoid.
Okay, so I just go back up to where I was.
I had to remove 17. The Anasags are gonna move up. The girls are back in town. And he's like, I knew you would betray me.
Yeah, hit them first.
They got them all surrounded, all flanked up. Haha.
Oh yeah.
Craig.
See.
Back, a dinosaur story.
Shut the hell up. Hate that movie so much.
You stand right on top of one of the hags. How rude.
I wasn't actually trying to stand on one of those, but right there. I believe I can hit him from there because I have 15-foot range.
You big.
Handsome.
So, do some. Of course not.
No.
Why do I?
Does he grab him though?
Because that grab is big.
Nope.
Hey, you
I
do
think
hit
he
him. Armor class is 15. 25, I mean, not 15. 15's way too small.
15 would be easy.
Claire!
What?
Get clonked.
Ow.
And then get clonked again at a -5. What a miss. Ezra.
So I take my.
Alright, I'm gonna just take a gift from Eleanor and do potions of cat's grace. Give myself a bonus of dex.
That's 2 actions.
Oh, it is?
Take out 1 to use.
Alright, then I'll shoot him with my longbow then. Look at the bam. Damn. Even with the bonus. Well, that's my turn.
Jarvis, there's a big guy next to you.
Yeah, what the hell does this guy think he is? Alright. Well, he's right next to me, so I'm intimidated again. 26. I have to deal with this dude. Is he intimidated?
Let's see. How easy is a stone giant to intimidate? 1 wisdom, 12 hit dice, 23, he's shaken.
Wait, this is a stone giant too?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Anyway, so I swing my spike chain at him. Wow.
Well, that what pushes
Oh.
him all just hit.
Wait, my
Yeah,
AC didn't increase.
Did you
And
put it?
I gotta do it manually.
I swing at it again.
That would actually also hit. then.
Yeah. Look at you, baby T. Claire.
So yeah, he's sickened now.
Okay, cool. Alright, well, Mr. Stone Giant, big man, has been surrounded from all sides. And initiative count 20 is actually where this happens. Excuse me for being dumb. I make this mistake far too often. He flies up into the air. Like, he just kind of rockets straight up like 60 feet.
Oh.
What?
To be fair, the Annis hags are like, what? He can do that?
Everyone's like, wait, what?
So wait, he's just fine now?
Yes. He is flying 60 feet up in the air.
Can I try to stab him on his way up?
To be fair, I don't think anyone was expecting any of that.
Fair play.
Like, there's watching this man step back, there's seeing him cast the fly spell and fly up, you know. And then there's whatever this is, where he just catapults up 60 feet.
Wait. Oh god,
Torf-
Claire, we've played Risk of Rain.
Torvis is rambling in her head about about giants.
You know he's going to throw that hammer down in like a turn. Anyway, kitty cat, what do you want to do? He's way up
Well,
there.
there goes my plan. That actually kind of bugs me. I had a plan.
Hold your attack back then.
Okay, I'll hold my turn for after Noto.
Shalelu will climb up here. And tries to take some.
Put the hammer down.
Take some pot shots at him. 1 hits for a clean 15. Mr. Barl Brickbones finds it amusing that you would bundle up so tightly for his pleasure. He flicks his hammer, holds it out, and drops it. Filled with an unholy energy, the hammer impacts the ground and causes an explosion. If this was a video game, there'd be like a big red ring where it would drop, like a second before. Essentially unleashes a 30-foot blast of channel energy. Wow. So let's just quickly calculate everyone that's in 30 feet of this guy. That unfortunately includes his friend, and just about everyone involved in this fight.
Except Ezra.
I'm good.
And Shalelu and Toolkit, they're also like, we're in the back! We're safe. They put their hands on their sides. We won.
We did it. Dude, literally just dropped. Wait, not on his turn, he floated in the air, and then on his turn, he dropped the hammer?
Yeah, not on his turn, he got apparently some sort of contingency went off, and now he's just flying in the air.
So
Exactly.
what happens with the
The hammer explodes, as I
Channel
mentioned.
energy?
I want everyone to... Is it a... Okay, I need to look up exactly what... I think it's a fort save, but it might be a will save. It's a fort save in 2. It might be a will save on this one. Yeah, it's a will save. All creatures can make a will save to take half damage. The DC is blah 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 plus blah blah. So half that is...
I took will damage before this
20.
fight.
No, you took wisdom
I'm a
damage.
charmed life this.
I recommend you do. Okay, it's like 10d6.
I charmed life the hell out of that.
Wait,
Success.
I made a will save of 18 net my negatives.
That was
What
just
was
2
the
of
save
his
again?
actions. He has 1 left. He seems to say something, but you're not quite sure what he's trying to say. It seems to be some sort of command. The hags need to make their will saves as well. Boom, boom, boom. None of them make it. Good job, hags. I guess you weren't expecting any of that. You dumb witches get stitches.
What was the save for the half damage?
20.
Okay.
Oh, the stone giant needs to roll as well, because he's also probably slightly annoyed that his boss is willing to blow him up, but... You know, when you deal with wizards, you get
And
fireballs
he's
sometimes.
sickened.
He has a -4, so he actually takes the damage.
Well, ain't that just a thing?
I'm sick. I
Well-
feel kind of bad.
Do you? Do you, though?
This guy's a
Toolkit.
dick. It's
Well, Toolkit being who they are, they don't want to be seen right now. Don't worry, guys. I'm with you in spirit. God, there's a perfect little icon for this. Boop!
I see this icon.
The hags are annoyed by this, but they realize there is something they can do. They all chant together. Abracadabra, abracazoo. If you're gonna be a dick, then so are we, jackass.
Fuck rhyming.
They create a 60... They combine their fog clouds, creating one massive fog cloud of about 60 feet across, meaning that he kind of can't see anything.
How high up does the fog cloud go?
It stops like... Well, I mean, most of you aren't really affected by it, since you know it's a sphere and all, but...
Okay, well, I'm going to cast Dispel Magic on him to make him no longer be flying.
Oh, hell yes. Go ahead. His caster level is 7. So... DC 17 caster level check?
Dispel Magic.
You have to roll me your caster level.
Okay.
It's on your sheet.
That's what I wanted.
I don't want him to take 60 foot of fall damage, but I guess he's gonna.
Yeah, he's gonna.
Alright.
That's actually hilarious.
I am so glad that you have some of these abilities.
See, you want a wizard in your party. He's now on the ground and prone. I don't know why it's so hard to
Okay.
sell people on spellcasters. but-
Self-prone. Can I get a bite on him?
Yeah, that takes 1 action, then he falls, then you can take your other action if he falls down.
Okay. Hit him.
Well,
Is that
26
Nice.
does hit him for 15. And
Sweet. And
you
I-
grab him now.
Nice.
You have him by the foot.
Just
And I'd
hold
readied
him
my.
down.
I was
You have a
ready
readied
to,
action. Go
go,
ahead and shank
so-
him. Go ahead, kitty cat. You were ready for this.
Die.
Uh,
Is he, is he
I'm
chaotic?
looking it up. He's neutral evil.
Damn it. Well, I still get the fire and the explosion.
If that's a 10, he's dead.
Anyone have a hero point left?
I mean, if you really
I-
want to spend a hero point
I
on
ha-
1 damage, I go nuts.
Nah, I don't.
Roll me the goods.
Okay, so I get 1d10.
See, this is why Toolkit said get
Oh,
you some damage bonuses.
he is 2 hit points away.
And since I didn't do any of my actions, I only get that one.
Yes, readying an action unless you get the 1. Unfortunately, you can't ready your
Wait.
whole turn. That's the lay.
What I can do, I could use one of my panache points to double my precise strike damage.
Well, there you go.
So
Wait a minute.
Craig
You can't
brought him
react
down
at
to-
all. Readying an action requires your reaction, which you spent on Charmed Life.
But
I thought you said I could just like Because we've had times you said we could delay until after someone else's turn.
That's delayed.
Yeah, that's what we
That's
did.
a whole
didn't we?
different action.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
is
that
that-
was what we said.
Okay. Well, in that case, your turn is
Yeah.
delayed.
I didn't know that was reaction though.
Well, no, reaction is storing a thing, but I use reactions for so many
Reaction
things.
is intercepts an attack. Delay is after something has been completed.
Oh,
Yeah, I
well,
went, I delayed until after Noto's turn.
Well,
on
then
his
go
turn.
ahead. You have 2 more actions, I guess.
hell yeah, beat him.
Okay.
Smack him.
I'm gonna just murderize him then.
This guy's a jerk.
Also, you could just use the precise strike thing because you get your reaction back at the start of your turn.
Okay, yeah, so I just precise striked him.
Are you chewing on something or something in your gums? Because you have this weird.
I just got a stick of gum.
There you go.
Mm.
What do you do with your other 2 actions?
Well, I stab him some more just to be sure.
You make darn snootin' sense of that.
Now big boy's
No
turn.
flying.
Yeah, we need to get his cuck now.
Thank you for not letting him fly.
That was okay. Great. That was great. It's just
And people will go like, "Why do you just fly all the time?" I'm like, "Listen, man, this is what happens if all you do is
Listen,
fly."
man. This guy thought he was just the hottest thing in the world when he flew up in the air. He was like, "God, you don't really realize how cool I am, don't you?" And then he falls over.
The stone
That
giant
was
player,
so great.
before he
Yeah?
moves on with his life, he does want to get even with at least you.
Ow! Stop hitting me.
Minus
Cocky.
5, minus 10.
Okay, but the other 2 don't hit. I take
Marvelous.
23 though. This guy, his weird dude man is trying to kill me, and he's actually sort of succeeding.
I'm
Well,
gonna study him.
he's fucked.
I will study him for 1 action.
He has -4 Bella. Just kill him, please.
No, that was only for 1 turn. Or was second
Oh.
for 1 minute.
Uh,
Let me look it up for you, Claire. Don't worry your little pretty head about
Sorry.
it. It's 1 turn.
And
That's 8.
I won't make it. I'll go for 2 more shots.
Might as well. Well-
You were saying, Bella.
I'm just gonna say again, if you have plus for damage, it'd make a huge difference. Torvis, you might just be able to take him out before he gets to go nuts on you. Who knows when he goes nuts or how he goes nuts?
I mean, I think I'm probably okay, but yeah, just in case, I'm gonna whap him around. 24.
That's a hit for 13. Whoopsh. 12. I mean.
I think that misses. What,
No, that
what's with
hits.
these laurels on damage?
Oh no, wait. Yeah, no, that misses by 1. Baby Claire.
Someone kill him, please. 20, -10.
Shillelagh.
Oh, but that one, don't worry, that one's the one with the damage.
Don't worry, Shillelagh's got you covered. With a 14. And oh, that's a miss actually, even with the +4. Wait, with the +4 it's 27. Oh, that's a just hit. Well, there you go, baby T. Claire. You're saved.
Actually, I ignore my critical because I took a thing to study him. So
Torvis points at the hags or the cat or the Craig. Oh yeah, by the way, you might want to decapitate him if he can animate dead. Just rip his head off. I don't care.
You'll notice that the cat is still stabbing him.
Just making sure.
I stabbed him twice after we killed him.
You went for the double tap. That's always smart.
Anyway, you hear the cry of a white dying in the distance. As the one who created him has died. Just a fun footnote. Make it easier
Wait,
on you.
someone created him.
yeah, apparently this guy created a white.
And
And
that
it's
white's now just dead.
Well, that saves us some time.
I'm
It saves
hurt.
you some trouble.
And probably Torvis.
I had to go one-on-one with a stone giant.
I say that we're
Hey,
going to
Greg.
call it here for now, and we'll do the wrap-up next time.
Yeah.
You can go to level 9, good sirs. You have earned it.
I am taking a piece of this boy.
That heals us.
So cool.
Yay.
Oh, but before we go, remember when I
Yes.
talked about dragons? How about
Oh,
I give
no.
you the note that tells you what that's all about?
Mm,
In the meantime, just okay. I already gave you credit for the hags because you technically beat them by giving kisses. Pucker up for the ladies.
All three of them kiss on Bella.
So, this is technically the end of this book. The hags will probably parade his corpse around and be like, "We're in charge now, bitches. You can pick up your
Oh,
corpse
what a
and
piece
go."
of 'em.
So next time is going to be wrap up and setup, because guess what? This time, you better act fast.
Let's see. Balrug. Latest contact with Terra Kindness indicates he has narrowed the search. He believes a human town called Sandpoint could hide that what the Lord Terra Kindness will lead several other people, as well as the dragon on a raid. Oh,
Oh no.
Well then.
I may need your ogre slaves once. Gareth to aid in the Tyranius retreat to Jorgen Fist. Be ready to return at my command. M.
Good old M.
Isn't that the master that's been like referenced a few times?
Probably. You've been seeing M a bunch.
Yeah, the same M every time.
All right. Can someone take notes, please? Oh no, what? No, don't bother taking notes. I'll just show you the combat gear and stuff that he had on him, like that wand he never got to use. There are some
And
items as well, which you're allowed to keep, but they're technically someone else's, and it's polite to give them back.
Well, we still need to find.
I have to say, I did more damage with a dispel spell than I have as a fucking dinosaur.
Well, you know,
Gravity is a bitch.
when you're big, gravity's a bitch, yes.
Thought he was so cool.
So yes, here's some fun items you've acquired.
He goes all M Bison, and just fucking
Yeah,
flies.
that's
around
what he was.
Texas.
Yeah, that's how I imagined it.
He was doing the whole "Welcome to Die" Magneto thing, and then we like legit just turned his, you turned his
We meaning
Magneto off.
Notorious.
Yeah, and we being mean towards me, I got like like I said, 1 versus 1, like with his stone giant cuck.
Well, 1 versus 1.5
Of course,
because
of
you
cour-
had ranged
Of
back
course,
up.
Claire would talk about being cooked. Got him.
Did you?
Aha.
I saw his art, like the bodyguard dude. I thought that was like his hostage, but it was like the skinny little twig boy with a water dish or something.
Anyway,
Let's
kids and
see.
cadets, next time, wrap up. You're gonna feel good for a moment, and then take a guess. You're gonna have to stop a dragon somehow. I don't like the
Hey,
odds. You are not
were-
made for dragon fighting.
Yeah,
These boots were not made.
you were gonna give a list of items.
Yes, they're in the
Yeah.
D&D channel.
Savvy posted it. in there.
I'm going to roll, unless you want to roll yourself, because the giant has random a lot of treasure. So we can have you roll for him if you want to.
What are Boots of the Winterlands?
Winterlands. I think those give you some resistance to cold damage and let you move faster in snow. Let's see. Boots of the Winterlands. These allow you to travel across snow at normal speed, leaving no tracks. Boots enable to travel at normal speed across the slippiest of ice, horizontal only, without falling or slipping. It also gives you the benefits of endure elements.
That's cool.
Oh wait, I just realized why that cat's great potion didn't affect my AC. Because
What?
of my armor.
I call dibs on the headband of vast intelligence.
So should I just roll for it, or do you want to roll the table of treasure?
I want to roll a table treasure. That's always fun.
All right, roll me a D100, good sir. We'll see what you get. What this fine bodyguard was paid for his. I mean, he did better than the guy did. So.
Hey, he actually lived longer.
Ooh, you rolled a fancy table.
Fancy.
Roll me 2d10. Claire, roll me 2d10.
Okay.
Enemy has a pouch containing no less than 800 gold pieces. Additionally, he has a fine trinket in his bag. Can you roll me 4d4? As you pluck out... Ooh. It's a silver
good
crown
roll.
with an opal inlay. Worth about 1,300 gold pieces.
Ooh.
He seems to have done an immaculate job polishing it. Bella, roll me a d100 for an item.
On to that 100.
Item number 32 is a Rubicund Frenzy least. I'll look up what that is in a moment. Just remind me, it's page 32. Big man can roll me a item as well. D100. Let me just look at this item. This Rubicond of Frenzy, was it? What the? Where is it? Let me just look up this item for Bella because I completely forgot what it was. It was she rolled a 30. Oh no, she rolled 32. The page is 26. I'm dumb.
That would explain it.
I'm a big old dummy.
Well, with many numbers, sometimes you get them turned around.
I have too many numbers in my pocket. Let's see. It's a least. You find a Rubicon Frenzy. It's a ruby cut out of a torus, beveled on top, flat below. It's meant to be attached to a suit of armor. It is an armor crystal worth 500 gold pieces. As long as your current hit points is no greater than half your max, you get a +1 morale bonus to weapon damage rolls and saves against fear. Essentially, whenever you're in berserk mode, you get a slight damage bonus and resistance to fear. It's a nice bonus.
That is a good bonus.
As for our big man who rolled on the big boy table, let's see what he rolled on this big boy table. He rolled a 93. That's up the high on the list. He rolled something called an Amulet of Tears. Amulet of Tears. An amulet adorning the glossy silver chain, a spiral of pearl dewdrops, circles a colorless crystal sphere. It's worth 2.3 thousand gold pieces. Worn on the neck. Has a level 4th. A faint enchantment. A quick identification tells you that it has 3 charges, which are renewed at each dawn. Spending 1 or more charges. When you activate it, it gives you temporary hit points. They last up to 10 minutes and do not stack with other temporary hit points. 1 charge gives you 12, 2 charges gives you 18, 3 charges gives you 24 temporary hit points.
Can you put that in the...
I'll give you a full copy of it.
Thank you.
So, you get a nice amulet that's, a nice little way to buff yourself up if you think you're going to get into a tough fight. Also, your good friend Kit also levels up. That's nice.
Yay, he's level 8 now.
Means he gets an increase into one of his things. What does he also get as a Vitalist? Level 4th. At 8th level, he gets Swift Aid, more power points. That's nice. What is Swift Aid? Ooh. As determined by his Vitalist method. Mender. As an immediate action, he can heal. Ooh, that's cool. So, essentially, if any one of you ever goes down, and he's like, my ability to suck the wounds out of you can help, he can just suck it out of you, and you never fall down in the first place. You're just like, haha, you didn't kill me at all. Or he can do it after
you killed me, but you were wrong.
Or he can wait until the guy's like, I've killed you, I'll leave now. And then he leaves, and you just are like, haha, you fool!
I was never dead.
They, bring you up right before your turn starts, so that you're full on your turn and can just go at it.
Also, I already know what feat I'm taking for 9th level.
Ooh.
My will save just went up by 6.
Handsome. How?
Technically 7.
What did you do?
So will save is intelligence based, right?
Will save
it's
is wisdom based.
Okay, so yeah, I went up by 6. There's a feat called Steadfast Personality.
Oh,
I take charisma instead of wisdom.
Well, yeah, if that's the difference between wisdom and charisma, congratulations.
And I get the increase for the level.
Our local resident druid gets venom immunity. And, because venom immunity isn't too exciting, he also gets 5th level spells.
God damn.
He's immune to all poisons. Holy shit. That's really good considering what poisons can do to a man.
Mm-hmm.
Guess if we ever not sure about someone's intentions, Nodo can try the food first, and then not notice if it's poisoned.
Let's see if there's any sexy 5th level spells that make me go, oh my, I can't believe you've gotten that now.
Yes.
Communal Airwalk. Ooh, we can atone people. Baleful Polymorph is one of those you spells.
Yeah, that's one of the don't use this spell.
Let me tell you what it does. It's a Fortitude negate. You hit someone with a spell, and they turn into an animal of 1 hit dice, like a rat or a mouse. If it would make them... Oh, by the way, if you think of turning someone into a fish when they're not in water, they get a +4 if it would kill them. Once it succeeds, they must make a will save. If they fail this will save, they lose all kinds of cool shit they have, like spells and cool abilities. And they become the animal in terms of their mind. The effect is permanent. It's one of those fuck you spells.
Yeah, so theoretically, if we buff up your casting ability, we go up to a final boss, you can poke him, and then he's just a rat.
In
forever.
into E, this would probably have the incapacitation trait, which means that they up the result, but there are no results. It's just no.
I'm now
Oh, he
Master
can also
Behemoth.
call Lightning Storm, which is a stronger version of Call Lightning. He can call
Oof.
more bolts, and the bolts are stronger.
Hey, your one of your signature spells just got buffed.
Cave
Yeah.
Fangs is a fun. It's just a fun name. Cure critical wounds. Give him a good old slapping. Gain your choice of genie-themed powers. You can gain fly speeds and resistance against an element. Oh, that's cool. Ooh, Ifriti. Extra damage. Hollow. You can make a location holy. Insect Plague. Isn't that... I remember in 5e that one's kind of nasty if you use it right. You summon swarms of wasps. 1 per 3 levels. They must
Please
be
do
all
not do
adjacent to
this
each
in the
other.
presence
Oh
of
god.
Zyla.
I
Oh
can
god.
do this while carrying or while wearing my cape of wasps.
Lovely. Master's Mutation. What? Release the hounds! Oh, and you gain Raise Animal Companion. You can raise your boy if he ever dies.
Nice.
It costs you a diamond worth 1,000 gold pieces, but kapow, he's just back, baby. Let's see. Release the Hound summons a bunch of dogs for you. They function as a swarm. They use the statistics of a winter wolf. Holy shit, that's pretty good. You just get a fucking a swarm of wolves. Nibble, nibble, nibble. Replay tracks. Reconstruct past events from a set of tracks. What? Oh, this is one you might want to consider. Stone Skin. You get DR10 only defeated by Adamantine.
Wow.
It negates up to a total of 10 points of damage per caster level. It's really good.
Yeah.
Make stone skin stonier.
If you want to just beat people up with a big ol' wave, you can get Tidal Surge.
Sturdy tree fort. Create a tree with a defensive fort in it.
Listen, that makes a lot more sense if you do a lot more wilderness exploration. Oh, you can also make walls of light and fire.
Oh, nice.
Or thorns.
Vile dog transformation.
Do you want a whip made of centipedes?
That
can
is
get one.
horrifying in every possible way.
Well, there's a lot of whips, by the way. There's a whip of spiders, a whip of centipedes,
Whip of
I
ants.
honestly don't know which
whip
one
of
is
ants,
worse.
yes, and they're amazing, really.
Transform ordinary dogs into fiendish minions?
Can you do that? Well, your dog's not ordinary, so.
No, it's not.
Anyway, that's what our druid gets. Our druid gets the finest selection. Do you have 5 wisdom? 5 wisdom modifier.
Yes.
Okay, in that case, you get an extra 5th level spell slot. So
Oh, you have 20 wisdom? Cool.
21 wisdom, actually.
Awesome. Someone else with a stat above 20.
I have to say I'm scared of Craig now because he has some mad spells.
You are going to be so useful against this dragon we have to fight now.
Dragons like
is there a 5th level spell that says kill dragon?
Have you ever actually
How-
fought a dragon?
the kill dragon spell will probably have a range of touch just to fuck with you.
No,
You have to like get
Range
right
of
up on
touch,
it.
but you have to touch the inside of the dragon.
You have to touch their tongue.
You have to touch their tongue or up the butt.
All right,
Or if it's
Baby
straight
T
up
Claire
comes
is
out,
gonna
yeah.
go more on the Master of Chain path. How high is your Master of Chains?
Level 4 Master of Chain.
Which unlocks the powerful ability Chain Mind and twice Fear. You should use that fear more, Claire.
Oh, why did you guess that?
It was. Oh right, I could have done it in that.
Claire,
Yeah.
It makes them panicked if they fail, and if they succeed, they still become shaken for a round. Like
Well, now I have
Claire-
to cast fear without to not use.
Claire, I know it's 2
So-
actions, but it's a guaranteed intimidate for the second thing. Like if you want to play party, go for it. But let's see, Chain Bind. At 4th level, Master of Chains can what? Quick application of a lock requiring a full action to bind. Oh, you can use your weapon to just tie someone up if you really wanted to.
It's a kind of no level. Because like.
I like the part where
it's
if they
almost
move,
like
they take.
chain armor.
I like the part where if they move, they take 3 points of damage per round.
I basically just need another length of like 10 feet chain for this ability because I'm not going to use my freaking
Well,
weapon.
then fucking just do it. It's easy enough to
Yeah.
get some.
Just get that chiton ring I told you about.
That's what I would get this for, basically.
Let's see what our local resident Slayer unlocks. More sneak attack. Hell yeah. Who doesn't want 3d6 extra to every swing? And our swashbuckler gets swashbuckler training. How plain.
Yeah, it's a really lame level for me. But that does give me a +1 to damage and attack rolls.
Hey, that would have helped finish him off in one. Nice. Is that a possum?
Yeah,
Man,
it's
look at that possum.
it's level 11 is when I get some of the excite shit.
Claire, I love that possum. He's so cute. Claire,
Yes.
why must you show me such a cute little possum? Being
Because
wet.
I'm a good player.
Being
I also,
Also
get
get
Shadow
more
Walk.
BAB.
2 levels.
Anyway, I'm gonna cut the stream because next time you get to do
Bye,
a small
Freddy.
victory lap before you have to address the fact that problems are happening.
Yeah, and I didn't quite get to the level I wanted to be before we fought the dragon.
What does level 10 do for you? That's so important.
Level 11 gives me bleeding wound, evasive, which is stupidly overpowered, and subtle blade.
Evasive would be useful against a Drogon, yes.
Yeah, I get evasion, uncanny dodge, improved uncanny dodge, immunity to disarm, steal, and sunder combat maneuvers.
You can't steal anything from me. Nah.
Well, you can't. Yeah, as long as it's my weapon you're going
You know,
against.
like, nah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.